Hello everyone, thank you so much for joining. If you're watching this on YouTube, thank you so much as well. If you're enjoying the series so far, leave a comment. If you have any questions, let me know. We are streaming every day. We are today going through week 2 of DoubleJump Academy's workshop Houdini for Games, which is basically, sorry, the wrong overlay. Yeah, we're watching it and we're learning. And so yeah, this is day 11. We're tracking our learning, and I will make like a short series of all of those where I go over every day and what I learned through Houdini and over my journey as well. Maybe I make a short out of that or a small video like 20 minutes long. So yeah, I'll be definitely awaiting that. Will be quite fun to do, I think. Yeah, today we will look into finishing up week 1's video content, and then we will enter into week 2, which will go into texturing. So the next chapter will be applying texture, then the one next will be vertex wind, then simulation start, then rigid sim, and then a slice sim, then a bridge slice, and so it will go into simulation and texturing. So far I can say, or I can tell. We have a question: what tutorials are you watching to learn Houdini? It says it right there. No, right there. It says it right there, my friend. Game Art 101. It's DoubleJump Academy. The link is also in the description. There's an affiliate deal. I can't hide that. So I would be thankful if you ever decide to purchase something or get their free deal where they pack all their courses in one. They also have quite the free stuff available. So far I've been partnering up with, not partnering up, it's like an affiliate deal with DoubleJump Academy. Thanks for asking, by the way. The link is in the description, or if you can't find it, just go to my YouTube. You will find it as well there. Yeah, so far DoubleJump Academy has been my entry into Houdini, and this is an intermediate tutorial, by the way. I've started with my day 5, I believe, in learning Houdini. The first 4 days I started with, we started with another tutorial. It's available on YouTube, the whole learning session from day 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then we entered the DoubleJump Academy workshop. Thanks for joining Game Art 101. I really appreciate it. Actually, I might give you a follow as well. Thank you so much. And now we will go back into basically oh, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Okay, so I can give you like a short introduction into what we've been doing so far. So we have been creating this procedural bridge right into Houdini, right? And we created our parameters right there on the main node where it says, for example, rope twist, scale, and if we scale it down, the bridge should scale down with the proper density, as you can see here. We have angle filter. This one doesn't do anything yet. It used to do something, but now we disconnected it. We have the plank density, for example, so less plank density, less planks, etc. We have rope twist, which will twist the ropes, or should work like that. Let's zoom in and check it if it's working. It is something got disconnected there, so we have to check that as well. Our bridge width, yeah, that is self-explanatory basically. Our railing height, yeah, that takes it upwards this way. And this all works in Unreal in real time as well. So here are the same parameters as well. So we will check the parameters. Game Art says, by the way, I'm learning Houdini to myself, still learning basics. Well, that's a great news, because you will really enjoy this, honestly. It's so much... it's so satisfying when you see your work. But if I may ask, which direction are you going in Houdini? Are you going the visual effects route or the other route? And also, are you streaming your work as well? Would love to check that out as well. Okay, so we have the railing closeness in this case because we have chosen the diagonal, but we have 3 different styles, which is great. The X grid, everything else. We'll actually stop the recording because I showed this last time. Okay, so first thing we'll do is to randomize the rotations of those scales and maybe the scale as well. So let's check that out. Let's go back to, let's hide this for now. So click here and let's do let's make it a little bigger here. Let's make this a little smaller here to see a bit more. And now we should follow where the planks are generated, or how the planks are generated. And if we go zoom in right here and view this one here, we have a new comment. Let me check it out in a second. I guess I haven't decided yet. I always liked the idea of learning VFX, but my current skills are in gaming, so maybe I should approach it the same way you do. Well, it's not like the visual effects can be baked in Unreal. That still should be possible, honestly. Or do you mean like the VFX in like the film and movies, right? Because most Houdini tutorials are actually directed that direction, right? I see. So, for example, I'm interested in visual effects in games, for example. So they are also that section where you could use those visual effects that you learned for movies and modify them and bake them to work inside of the game engine, for example. But there's a way to do that. You could read about it, of course, but there aren't so many tutorials on that. As far as I know, there's from VFX Apprenticeship, they have made a workshop, I think, in that direction with Amber Jen and Houdini. But I'm not sure if it's targeted for games. I don't want to speak from out of my mind right now because I haven't checked it yet. But VFX Apprentice prices are quite well, I would say. They're reasonable. And I've had a nice experience with them as well. Yeah, but if you want to go that route, like I am right now, generally I'm a generalist. So I do a lot of stuff. Like, I like to learn different things at the same time. And I think they all connect at one point. People don't like it that much, or the studios don't like generalists that much, especially bigger ones. But I do like the aspect that I could solve many problems in many ways. And I can view things from different perspectives as well. So I quite enjoy that part. If you want to go the same route, just, stay here and we will learn together, my friend. Or if this is too advanced for you, check the early days that we uploaded on YouTube. It's still like long form, but it's cut. So you could definitely like even skip some parts if they're too boring for you. The stream unfortunately doesn't do that because it's live, but the cool thing about the stream is that you can interact and like share some tips or ask some questions, and we try to answer them together in the community and things like that. So yeah, anyway, I've talked a lot about this now, so let's go back to reality. Let's turn on the points and turn on the display point numbers, and we see here that these are our numbers from the resample, which should give us more numbers on that line or on that point-to-point create what is it called, like a line, whatever, start, end, and after the attribute adjust float, which gave us yesterday, we did that yesterday, which gave us the ability to scale the planks after they were spawned and copied over those points, as you can see here. And the least of scale value here, the smaller they get, and they are spawning on the points themselves from before. These are the points. Boom, clicky, clicky. Here we are. So they're spawning on those points. And now we want to manipulate the direction of those points. We have more comments. Don't you need Houdini engine to link with UE? Yeah, exactly. We are actually doing that right now. The cool thing about DoubleJump Academy is that you have the ability, once you have signed up for the workshop, you have the ability to get Houdini education, which gives you a bit more access to things like Houdini Labs, which is pretty cool. And yeah, it's so you're not only stuck with the apprentice, but also you have the education. But you have to ask DoubleJump Academy more about that. But yeah, it should be doable because I was able to do it. I am asking because I'm using the learning version and I'm not sure if that comes with the engine. So basically, I'm not sure either, but I have, you can also watch it on day one when we set it up together. I applied for educational license, and I asked for I basically contacted Houdini and I was like, yeah, look, DoubleJump Academy is your partner and I'm signed up here and there are a couple of things that I need to do. Is there a way I could get the educational version? And they were pretty nice about it and they gave me the educational version. Yeah, that is basically all what I've done. I think it depends because like I don't know if I mentioned that before, but DoubleJump Academy actually they are partners with SideFX, which is the company that owns Houdini. So things are quite cool in that aspect, I would say. If this is a part of the apprentice version, I'm not sure, but it is definitely a part of the educational version. Yeah, anyway. So yeah, we have attribute, and it's like $75, by the way, the educational version, which I paid like happily. I was like, no problem, gonna invest into my career. But it's on a subscription for a year only. So after that, I think you have to figure it out. But yeah, we should be able to. We're day 11, and we already have created like the bridge, which is pretty cool, I would say. I'm kind of like curious what else we could do with Houdini, and curious to also learn the workflow for VFX to Unreal, and I think that would be kind of cool to learn as well. Okay, so attribute, adjust, float. Yes, now we need the attribute randomize. So attrib randomize, attrib randomize. Here we go. And by the way, because I mentioned those videos a lot, I'm gonna link it in the chat just so you have it. You know, if you want to watch it now or not, it's up to you, of course. So that is day 1. That's when we first started, day 1. It was another course, and then by day 5, I think we started with DoubleJump Academy. Just, you know, have it. Yeah, okay, cool. Okay, so we have the randomizer, and that randomizer now, if we view our copy here, we see that it had given it different colors, so random colors, but we don't want it to change the colors. Actually, we want it to change another attribute. So now it's basically changing the color here, and if I drop down there and we allow it to change the normals, and now it's gonna look yes, it's gonna look like this, a huge mess. Okay, but what we do is that we can manipulate those values here. So we have the minimum value of 0 and a maximum value of 1. So now the randomization is going definitely all over the place. So what we could do is give the minimum value why did this happen? No, we don't want that. Okay, so Control Z. I don't want red stuff, I don't want green stuff. Okay, so here we go. .5, and let's keep that to 1 1 1. We don't want to randomize everything, maybe. And let's maybe give this a -1. What would that happen? What would that do? Okay, so 0 7. How would that look like? Okay, we see that we might need different directions as well to be randomized, but that's still a lot. So 0.6. Let's check that out. Cool. We have a new comment from a new person that commented for the first time. Ocean Mew or Meow or Mao? Meow, I think. I'll give you a follow. Hopefully you'll return that back. Thanks so much for watching. And you said orient attribute maybe. Well, let's see what that would do. Orient attribute. I mean, we used it before. Orient attribute. No, that is not the name of it. You mean orient along? But for now, I just want to play around with this here. So let's see 0.6. Let's see what would happen once we have added that value as well here. Okay, not much. Let's see in the other direction here. And boom. Okay. Hey, thanks for the follow, my friend. Here we go. We have a celebration and we have a follow. Thanks for the follow, my friend. Okay, so let's go to... Let's check our what do we need to check? Well, I could still watch the video more, but I would like to experiment a bit more. So let's return this to 0 and 1. So this one doesn't do anything. Let's keep it here. And this one, if I return this to 0, here we go. That is probably the desired result that we're looking for. So let's go with 0.3 till point, I don't know, but I don't like that they are now facing that way. Is that resulted here. Yeah. So let's keep this into 0 and 0 maybe. Yeah. Okay. We don't want to change. We don't want a lot of that, but a bit of it is welcomed. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. It's fine. Yeah, I like how much variety it's giving us. This is, however, too much. So instead of 0.5 and 0.6, we will go with 0.3 and 0.4. Let's see how that looks. Okay, it's still a lot, honestly, but that's due to the value here. So let's mute those for now. Let's keep those on 0. Okay, and now we see the change we're creating slowly. Let's keep this to 0 because I don't want all of them to rotate. So this is looking better. New comment. I actually found your channel on YouTube first. I guess YouTube suggested you since we both are interested in Houdini. Yes. Awesome. This is really cool. I am actually thinking on doing multi-stream to YouTube as well, but I need to figure out the setup still because it's like, you know, you look up for how to do this and then like 10 products get shoved in your face. It's like, I don't want to pay anything. It's really annoying, but yeah, it is what it is for now. So those are tilting this way and they're also not tilting, which is good. Well, let's see, minus. Let's give a minus value as well. I don't want to always go into the plus values, so let's keep it quite random, but quite like this is too much. This is too much of a value. Like, can we do 0.5 here and maybe 0.5 here? Game Art 101 says there is a free add-on to OBS that can allow. I heard about that. And I want to check that setup out. But, and that's a huge but, I don't want only to multi-stream on 2 channels. I also want to be able to explore different ways to like do overlays. So for example, to the not only landscape but portrait. So for example, if I want to put the stream on Instagram, for example, I'm just trying to explore that idea, you know, TikTok as well. But for TikTok, I need 1,000 followers, which is, whoo, it's I don't know if I could do that, honestly. But yeah, we will see. This will be determined once I make shorts out of those videos. Because so what I'm doing, my plan is to have those days. So day 1, day 2, and now we're in day 11. And I want to make like a compact version into a short, maybe, where I show like how the learning went by and how I interacted with the community and things like that. I think that would be like a cool video to make and also an interesting idea to explore. But yeah, for now, back to learning. Cool. So we have a 0.3 and 0.4 here. It's not doing much, so let's go up to 0.7. Aha, what is happening here? 0 and 1. What does this do anyway? Not much, really. Okay, I was expecting it to do something else. So this is the one we need to change. Okay, so let's go here in minus, I don't know, 0.3 and 0.3. Still a lot, but I think that is influencing it, right? 0.2. Yeah, that is definitely influencing something. That is way too much. 0.3 and 0.3. Almost 0.1. Whoa! Dude, what's happening in here? I'm not putting too much of values, am I now? Damn, this thing is going insane. So 0 here. Oh my god, that's horrible. 0 here. And now we have crazy stuff going on. Let me check how we could actually fix that. So Game Art says there's a free, yeah, we checked that. It's called Multiple RTMP, yes. Output plugin. It's easy to use. Yeah, I need to check that out. Thanks for the link. Thanks a lot. I will check it out, but I also want to explore like how many streams can it do? Like, can it do just 2 multi-streams? I should check it out. It's not fair to ask you. I'll go back to watching some of the video. Feel free to keep talking. I will just be a little bit silent now, just to check how this is done.
Do we even have normals on it to begin with?
Do we have normals on? Yeah, we do have normals. Let's see. Maybe there is something I'm missing.
I guess if we don't normalize it.
Ah, okay. All right. So let's check that out. Let's check that out together. If we enable normalize, well, we shouldn't, right? Wait a second. What is happening here? So 0.1, those are the same values from the course. So I'm not playing around a lot now, but I just want things to work. Okay, and if I enable normalize, what would happen? And if I disable normalize, nothing happens really. But those values are still quite a lot. I think this one is quite, it's doing a lot of work, but we don't want it to do so much work. Yeah, like just a slight value, man, not too much, not too much. Like, can we do like 1 here? 1 as well. But why is this one going so far out? It's a bit weird. It's so use dimension parameter for all. And the normalize here. Okay. We have the same settings, correct? But somehow, so let's put this back to, okay, let's put this 0 to 1. It's not gonna change anything. But let's put this also 0, 0. Let's see what happens. Nothing really, but he's getting a way different result from us. And I'm wondering why this is happening. Let's see, am I viewing the wrong thing, honestly? If I open this one and give me the normals here, where are the normals going? Where are my normals going? You can use website. I guess those give you more control. Yeah, I checked Restream, but I'm sure there are more options out there. Yeah, I've actually checked them out, but I still need to think about it thoroughly. I just totally am against the idea of investing into something that doesn't invest back yet. So for now, like, I just want to, like, maybe I check that plugin you shared with me first, and then I'll definitely check the rest. If I don't like it, you know, I always have this rule, go for the free thing first, because you have nothing to regret. To go with the open source stuff first, and then you could check the rest. If the business got bigger or something, whatever chances comes in the future. This whole thing is 3 weeks old, like, by the way. This whole stream is 3 weeks old, but it's been growing nicely, I would say. Like, it's quite cool. So we have the normal attributes here. That is correct. Add value point, guess from group. Do we have normals anyway? Why am I not seeing the normals? I have a feeling that we don't have any normals, honestly. So we have to basically calculate our normals, right? How was that done? How to add normal value? Which node adds the normals? Is it the add value? Is this the one that adds normal? Delete geometry, remove points, particles, add system particles, delete geometry, but keep the points. And I will do the recording again. So basically, we have changed the option here to direction or orientation, and it allowed us to have like cooler way to manipulate the randomization, in my opinion. And I think I was inspired by Ocean Meow comments. So thank you, Ocean. Appreciate it. And I think we could add one more attribute to play with a scale. Is this possible? P scale. Boom. Okay, and here maybe we should go back to uniform. Woo, that's small. Let's change that to scale 1 and play with the value 1.1. So bigger planks, so to speak. But that is still not as big as these, right? Let's just view it. Sorry, wait. Bypass that. Yeah, I think we need to add the scale value to this in order to work. But let's watch the tutorial. How the hell do I know? Let's watch the tutorial and check it out. Okay. If I add an attribute, when we call it scale, right? With a small s, it should activate an attribute that basically allows you to create in the XYZ of the scaling of the planks. So if this was 3, it should take us only 3 in that axis. So 1 to, I don't know, 4, for example, we see, but it's scaling all over the place, isn't it? And I wonder if that is something that is affected by this. I think due to the zeros here might be there might be something affected here. Let me check. There's always something to learn. Houdini, in a nutshell. So even when we change it to scale, which should have changed something here, should have added scale to it, which is a value that allows us to scale in this way. Ah, did you mean the orient here? Is that what you meant? Is that what you meant, Ocean? If you're still here. Did you mean to add the orient here and well, look at that. That thing is working nicely. Let's check it out again. Let's add a new one. Let's go back from here and put that thing here, right? Let's check your method. Okay. This thing's not doing anything, which is good for now. And now we will, instead of going with the normals, we'll go with the orient. Yeah. And now we will go with our constant value with the uniform. And now we'll go with with 0 and 2. How would that look like? Nothing is changing much. And is it taking the orient for real? Out orient, yeah, it is, but it's not affecting anything. Set 4 dimension. Gotcha. Wait, so 4 dimension. How do I set that? Just give me time because dimensions here. All right, for 4 dimensions. This is looking cool. And 1 here means nothing. 0, 1, nothing. And maybe the zeros here are affecting something. Let's just add a. No, wait. What? Use first dimension. Okay, let's not use the first dimension then. Yeah, we don't need that, right? Because we need the orientation to work on all. So this is the orientation right now, right? So it's going between 0 and 1 in the value. We need it to go between 0.5 and 0.6, right? So it doesn't orient. Okay, maybe I'm mistaken here. But we need some type of value here. So let's add 1 here. This goes in upwards as such. We don't need that at all. This one goes this way, which is exactly what I want. Thank you so much for leaving the tip there. And don't you ever apologize for your English. Your English is pretty good, my friend. Let's go with 0.7. Okay, here we go. Now we're starting to learn things. So 0.2 minus 0.2. Yeah. Cool emote. I still need to get used to the language here. 0.1. All right, so this also 1. Okay, so the closer it is to 0, the more it goes into the orientation. So let me think. So 0.5 would be the proper. Okay, so if I put 0.5 here, okay, so this is affecting something right now. Let's put this back to 0. Same problem. Let's put this into 7 and 0.7. 0.8, dude. 0. Yeah, the moment we put, okay, let's put it into 1. Would it also go? Okay, that's good. 5 and 4. Okay, now they're going backwards this way. And if I add 7 here, it will do the. I think we need a 1.4 in this case. Yes. Okay, so what we will do is 9 and 1.2. Right? I feel like it's only going one direction though. But that could be fixed, right? 8. Yeah, it is doing something, definitely. Yeah, just the values are not yet there. And this here could be 0.8 and also 1.5. Yeah, that's definitely the type of value we want. That's too far though. So 3, maybe 5 here, and add a 2, 5. Just check the values. 1, 5. Sorry. Excuse me. Okay, 1.5. This is looking good. It doesn't look so bad, right? What happens if this is a 1? Though this is going into the diagonal way, this way. If it was on 1. Okay, so this is the type of thing that we don't want to mess with. So 0, 1 maybe. And the minus 0, 1. So it's basically barely doing anything. Okay, so what does this one do? I guess the other side. All right, so it's good. Let's take the same value, boom, here, and the same value, boom, here. All right, do we have anything that is different? I like the variety. It's too tough though. So 0, 1, same here, 0, 1. And now we barely have anything, so let's just spice it up a little bit. It's 5, let's put a 5 here. Yeah, I like this. It's very cool randomization. Thanks, Ocean. Really helps a lot. Thank you. How long have you been working with Houdini so far? If you're still here, of course. Let me know. Okay, so let's put this into a 9. Or should we put this back to 3? I mean, both does not really matter much. So let's go with 3 here. The bigger the value... wait, 3 and 3. So I think 3 is better. Maybe 2, 5 and 3, 5. Let's see how that works. Looking good. Looking good. All right, I really like the randomization that are happening here. In all axes, so to speak. And I really need to go to the bathroom. So I will be back in 5 minutes, guys. Okay, well, let's put that on. We are back, people. That is... Alright, or let's. We are playing around with our... Okay, so this thing should be before the scale. So our orient should happen first. Then our scale we will play with. And let's just put this orient back to 4. Oh my god. We have definitely done some damage. So let me control Z some stuff backwards. And until we have... Yeah, okay. So what I'll do... So I take a tissue and I'll sneeze now. Pause the recording and let's keep going. So we have reverted our stuff. Let's put this into scale again. Keep it on 3 dimensions. Break that connection. Let's put it here. Okay, so we see that our... Yeah, we need to disable that, definitely. And now I should read a bit more, basically. Okay, so use first dimensions parameter for all is not good if you want to scale into 3 dimensions, right? So now we know that. So let's keep things into between 1 and 1.2, I would say. Randomize that. Maybe even be more like vigilant with 2 with a 9, maybe like into inner scale. Excuse me. Let's see. Point 8. No, 9.5 is fine. I would say 1.2 is a lot. Excuse my hiccups. All right. This is looking good. Some of the translations are going... I feel like they're all going... Or are they going both ways, though? Yeah, they're going both ways, but more on one side than the other. Have the feeling, at least. But it's definitely doing a lot of that rotation. So, you know what? We need a little bit less of that. So, let's do less of it. And let's check that out. Now, that looks better. It's still a lot, though. So, between 2.5 and 2.5. Let's see how that will look like. Yeah, this looks better. Yeah, I like it. It's more balanced to the eye, I would say. All right, this is looking good. I feel like this is a bit too much. Okay, so let's see. 1.1 and a 9.8, 9.5. So the bigger we have it, okay, the worse we get. Okay. So that is looking good too. Amazing. Cool. I feel, is there one value that is, let's keep the values the same, honestly, because then we have balance, I feel like. Is this looking more balanced? Yeah, definitely more balanced now. It's because we had two values that were different and one was favoring the other axis somehow. So yeah, that was happening. So for now, let's delete that attribute and we're back in the game, guys. Let's put that puppy right there and let's keep learning, man. Yeah, the copy here looking good, and let's save it. And now I'm back to learning. So I'll be a little bit. All right. So first of all, we need to be creating some UV here. Remember, this here should show us the materials. And let's see which one at the end has materials. And for now, nothing does. So let's go piece by piece. So let's go with the planks. That's the first easiest thing that we could do. So with the planks gen, and inside of here, we should have an auto UV, as you can see. Let's hook that up inside of our output. Simple as that. Then we check if that worked. We go back here, we go back. Okay, so let's check. I think some merge problems are happening right now. That's why we can't see things. Let's check our processing rope. And in our second sweep, we should be able to enable the UV here. Compute UV and override an existing UV, length overweight UVs. Sorry, length weighted UVs. Length weighted UVs. I think we need to enable that, enable to see its UVs, because otherwise it won't be able to. Here we go. Length weighted. Let's keep it for now. And I wonder why. Let's check our shading. Flat shaded. And our UVs are only on this side. You can see them. Alright, so let's, yeah, I think we need to enable override any existing UVs, and this would fix this. Okay, good, we have that. Let's go one back. Let's go back to our planks and check what is not working with our planks. And auto UV, and then we should have some sort of UV here. This is working. Good. And so if I, for example, make this bigger, would it go bigger with it? Let's go with a scale and scale it up. All right, so that is not working right there. Well, that's fine. Let's go one back, and we see that this is hooked immediately to the merge, and the merge should basically give us UVs. And scale that up. Sorry, not this one. Let's give it a width, maybe. We have thickness. Yeah, this one should change too. Yeah, it is calculating it, as you can see. And it's also calculating when we scale up. Okay, we don't see it yet, but that's not a problem. Okay, it is working with it. That's good. We have the width at least here. Yeah, here it is. We have width. It's calculating it. That's amazing. Let's go to our all other ropes that we have, and let's basically do one by one and enable some UVs. Wait, let me sneeze actually. Ooh. We'll go back right there, and sorry, I had to sneeze a lot. Allergies, allergies, allergies. All right, so rope. That's our railing style. Then we generate our nuts, and in our nuts we should be able to. All right, so sweep operations is where it's fleshed out, but it's not fleshed out here, that we know. Then we flesh them out right inside of here. Let's check what the error here is. I bet it's something to do with classes. All right, that's due to the switch. And then we have one class here that is that is not working. But let's see what else is there. We have, okay, so where are the sweeps? So here's a sweep. Let's view that one and just go a little bit backwards. Yeah, now we don't have anything, but we just gotta enable this and this. Good stuff. Let's go to the other sweep, and let's watch it. Let's look at it, and let's enable the same thing. Compute override, and we should be able to see UVs. Here we go. Now the next one, we should enable it and check its values, UVs, and override. Okay, and compute. Okay, so these are working. We have UVs now almost everywhere, I would say. Let's check. All right, so the poles don't have UVs yet, so let's add UVs to them. Let's go inside of here, pulse, and double click in there. And then we should actually also give those pulls, let's see where we created the sweep here. Where do we have a sweep? Where do we have a sweep? Right here. Helix, mesh size, rob gen 4. Let's bypass that. And then we should be able to create a group out of this. So right after here, we should merge those transformations inside of here, group it together, put it inside of the green box, and we should be able to add a group. So group, and we should be careful now. So group, and place it, and then put here and add a group called pulse. Sorry, not this, but here, pulse nuts, right? So here we go, and we'll call that one same, and then we will basically put this a bit more upwards. Then we will delete that merge here. We don't need that. We need this merge. Okay. And now this thing is going to go inside and be outputted, and then we need to take its values, and it's getting merged here. Okay, so what we need is try to merge it here. We'll just try to merge it right there first, and then this merge will go into our sweep gen. And yeah, we need to split things now. So let's split some stuff, I guess. I mean, honestly, okay, now we're just making things a bit more complicated, honestly. Let's go backwards. Let's go inside of here, and I decided not to proceed this. So Ctrl-Z, all the way. Here we are. Now, we need some type of rope gen here. All right, so let's take this one, and now we'll take we'll get the second sweep, and we will give it a UV and override. Okay, so we'll view that. It should have, wait a second, where's our output? Why is it not showing? Let's go one back then. It must have been in 0 somewhere. Yeah, so we have obviously we have some stuff going on. It's right there. This is why we didn't see it. And now I will add more twists here, because those are not enough. So let's twist it even more. Yeah, make it look like a freaking rope. For now, this looks good. Let's add one more, maybe. One more. Yeah, this is good. This is much better. All right, so let's go back and yeah, check our UVs if they are working. Let's delete that merge, honestly. We don't need it right here. Okay. And we have, okay, let's check again right there. And yeah, UVs are here. We need UVs on the pool. So inside here, we will go with our right there, attribute delete start end. Okay. So let's see, where did we create our pools? Pulse creation, here we are, UV unwrap cylinder, we need that. And now we will go back here and check it out. It's a bit damaged, so instead of that, we'll add an auto UV again. Auto UV, labs auto UV, yeah, all right. Let's hook it up right there, and we'll go one back, and yeah, it's not working. Let's bypass this, and actually we need that auto UV to happen. Okay, so here's what's gonna happen. Come on. All right, so not bypass that, but actually cut it completely. Wait, Ctrl-Z. No, cut it completely. Then we have match height. All right, right after the match height, we should be able to retrieve our UV again and have a proper UV setup. Let's go back. It should look, yeah, a bit better, but of course it's not perfect. Let's go back again and maybe try now to cut this one out, paste it here instead of the auto UV, bypass the auto UV, go back, and we have a cylinder. All right, this is looking good. Yeah, let's keep that one. Okay. Yeah, cylinders are quite. They need a special treatment to be UV'd, and we will view everything now, and things are looking quite nicely. Yeah, everything has a UV. This is going well. We have randomization. Let's save this into week 2 actually, because we're entering week 2. So we will have week 2 0 because we just have entered. This is version 0. Let's all right, so we could celebrate right now because we have entered week 2. So let me go to that chapter and just let me finish that video, and it's gonna finish in a bit. Mic. We need the mic. So I was muted. Oh my god, I did that again. I can't believe that I've done it again. Yeah, okay, so 0, 0, 46 and 50. I'm just editing it, so I know when I was muted, or until when I was muted. So I check it in the edits so I can cut it. Okay, so to answer your question, thanks for the question. It had definitely brought my eye to the muted problem. Okay, so we have a stream. We stream every day from Monday till Friday. I try to keep it 7 hours. Sometimes it goes up to 8 hours. Sometimes it goes down to 6 hours. It depends on my goals. So my stream goes as long as I can achieve those goals. Those goals for the day, right? If I can achieve those goals, I will be super happy and finish the stream early. However, if I have the feeling that we haven't achieved those goals, I'll keep the stream until I feel like I'm done for today. That's what happened yesterday. We have reached these goals. We created this and that, and then I couldn't basically finish this, but it was too late, so I needed some rest. So yeah, I keep doing it every day from a little Friday, unless I take vacation. And basically, the stream schedule on Twitch is the most accurate schedule to my stream. So I keep it consistent. I keep it updated. You could trust it to up to 100% basically, because even on the same day, if there's like 10 minutes delay, I will update it to 10 minutes delay. I will make sure that it's up to date and it's working. So yeah, UTC times basically from 9, I believe, until 15. That's the goal. Where are you at? I could give you the actual times for your, or you could calculate it yourself. That's fine too. Yes. So yeah, this is how often I stream. Okay, unless I'm hired, of course, and then I can't stream that much. I would probably reduce it to an hour by then or something like that. But we will see about that. About this. Okay, so now what we will do is make this a bit bigger. Okay, so we have that. Let's minimize this, and let's. I wanted to explain to you a way to actually have this thing. Okay, so if your studio or where you're working at has modeled, for example, 4 different planks with different level of details or different levels of what it's called, like you know, some effects on them, like some edges here are wears, they're weird this way, some edges here are weird this way, some of them are even cut. So like some models are cut in the middle to add more storytelling to it. All right. Some other models might have another color, right? So your team had made 4, right? 4 of those. Here we go. How do we randomize the copy or create a copy or create a system that could randomize them without having the models yet? So system. Okay, and sometimes the team gets or makes one plank that could be rotated as well in different direction and flipped up and down, and it would show different planks that way. So they just model one of those, or in some bigger teams you have 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. Okay, and we need to randomize them on the planks here. And so let's create a system that does that for us, and then we could replace it with the actual models once we have them. I might actually do that. So I might actually make a version out of this with like properly modeled stuff. So yeah, let's create that system right now. Let's dive into it. I will take those out most likely because they are not working anymore, and I mean they don't have a purpose anymore, so to speak. Let's take those, put them to the left. Okay, and now let's make our system right there. So we have a plank gen, so we have a model, right? So we already have that. Actually, let's take the one with the ropes already. So that one will be processing rope right after there, and then it goes into calculation of the length, height, and width, and then it goes into a merge, and I should be able to take that from the merge. So let's put a null out of that. All right, so our null looks this way. And now we will make 4 versions of that. How do we make 4 versions of that? We will do them just visually for us to see. So let's add a color for each version that we will make. We will make 4 now. So 1, 2, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go. So, and the null is the 4th, basically, because we don't need to make one for that. I will give each one a color. So this one will be an orange, this one will be a red, and this one will be a green, and this one will stay the same, or we can also give it a color. Why not? Give it a color. It's not a problem. So let's give it a color. Let's give it a pink one, which are my favorite colors. All right, so here we go. One more, boom, done, and one more, and boom, here we are. Okay, so the next step for this to work is now, let me try to think. So basically what I would like to see is their no, wait a minute. Okay, so we could view them from here. Yeah, this is pink, this is green, good, this is red, and this is orange or yellow. Okay, so we have that. So now we need to create an attribute that could separate them before we put them into this copy, right? So let's do that. So we will add attribute cast or attribute. Let me try to get the proper ones. Here we go. So thanks to Game Art 101 gave me the proper attribute. And so let's create an attribute. We will call that attribute blank or plank yellow. All right, so let's just call it that for now. And let's also change the name, whatever. Okay, so we'll copy that, paste it here, and connect it to this one. We'll call this one plank. Where's this one? Red? Red, I think so. Let's check it out. Red with an E. All right, so let's copy that one and view it. Yeah, it looks good. All right, so here as well, I would like to change the name here as well. Whoa, not the group. Okay, so we have red here and red here. Okay, good. So we have that too. And let's add another one. And we will call that one. What is this one? Green. Green. Okay, so we have that one too. And this one as well, we will call it pink. Yes. Or purple even. It's not pink, it's purple. All right, purple. Also one of my favorite colors. So let's do that here. Good stuff. A, press up. Actually, wait a second. Go to Z. What happens if I A, press left? Yeah, we don't want that. Upwards? Nah, we don't want that either. Okay. Let's do that then. Let's put them together. Here we go. And what happens if I'm just trying to get used to the shortcuts. Yeah, okay, that works. Boom, and A left. Okay, and now we put them together. Ha! Almost there. Almost there. Okay, so what do we do after that? There is a way to do the copy where it copies only the attributes. So let's view that again. We'll be right back. Thought I forgot something, and I did. That's amazing. Can I change the value of different attributes at the same time? Doesn't seem possible. Okay, well, we'll go back there again. So the node that we want to work with is called attribute to point, right? Or attribute from pieces, sorry. From group, from map, from parameter, from pieces. This one. This thing right there. And this, we see, it has 2 points. So instead of hooking it up here after the merge, we'll hook it up basically here, if I'm not mistaken. But this one will go on the right side. And this one will connect back. And let me try to think. We will merge those, right? Let's merge them. Let's put every one of them inside of here. Let's just select them and take the nodes and boom. So we have merged them now. Now that merge should be able to go inside of our attribute from pieces. And we should be able to shuffle some stuff. But this will only work, and this is the thing that I forgot to mention, is when we've created the attribute create, we should have changed the float value here to a string value. Okay, now we do that on all of them. String value, and string value. Here we go. All right, so we have them together, and here we should be able, let's actually view our copy to points. Okay, whoa. This is looking cool. Wow. Okay, that is definitely not the effect that we wanted to do, but let's see. We'll just trust in the process for now. Yeah, there's something wrong we've done. We are going to check what that was. We will basically, okay, so what is happening is that we have data coming from another side, so we need the merge to come from here. Let's see if that would work. It's loading. Let's see. Loading. Still the same result. And now I'm trying to understand why that's this. Okay, why is it like that? Let's bypass those things here. And let's see. Bypass that. Okay. Something horribly was done here. It's loading, yeah. It's quite heavy. I'll keep watching. Maybe I missed a point or two. So, one thing I figured out now is that the name of the attribute does not really matter. It could be name, basically, whatever. But the string matters. The string name matters. So let's do that. Let's do that for all of them. We're gonna load a lot now. But what I would like to do is just to view one of them. It will load. So I will take this view away from us. And yeah, I will use that name now on string. Here we go, and green, and I'll put it right there, and on purple the same way. And we'll keep looking for what else we missed. Okay, so as I thought, the sides here do actually matter. And one of the reasons why we're getting this is because we have messed that up. So we'll put the right side into the geometry and the left side into our line of of copy. And now let's just view that. Okay, good. Let's view that. Okay, good. And now let me see, what else am I missing? All right, so people, look, basically I'm just gonna go a couple of steps back because I was experimenting. So we were here, we were just viewing that thing, right? Actually, we were viewing the merge itself, and then I basically checked if the copy works, and it was working. Yeah, that's amazing. But we can see that's only working for green. So the spawn is correct, the type of spawn is incorrect. Now, one of the things we need to enable is the piece attribute. And if you remember, if I click on this, now I see attributes names plank green, plank purple, plank red, plank yellow, and that is wrong. We've done that in the wrong way. And now we will fix that issue. We don't want it to do that. Where the name will should stay on the name, right? On all of them. Like all of them should just have name. And now this should basically, when we have merged them, should give us in the spreadsheet. This is why it's good to always check on the spreadsheet if everything is correct. Under the name, we have where each plank belongs, basically. So plank purple. And if we keep scrolling, those are all the points that belong to the purple, all the points that belong to the yellow, to the red, and to the green, right? So we have that under the attribute name. Okay, and if we go to the copy now and we enable name, we have different spawns. Now, I've only made the colors to show us that actually it is working. Like we could do that with the different meshes. So the colors should only represent meshes here. Like we could say put mesh here, right? Put custom mesh here. Custom mesh, come on, mesh here. Okay. And this would be an indicator to put it right there, for example. So yeah, we could make those colors, for example, and put it in the documentation of the tool, just to make it clear for the person who's creating this. If it's an artist or whatever, they could just put their mesh, their custom mesh here. So it could be bones, bridge made of bones, or bridge made of whatever, anything else. However, this won't be as flexible as we thought it would be, because we have done the whole creation in the after the planks were created. And if you want to make it more customizable, we should have done this step before the creation of the ropes around it. So let's actually try that. Let's copy all of this mess here, and with the merge, and with the let's copy it with the merge. And right after the purple green now, we have created our planks, so to speak, and now we will put them in that system. So let's do here null inside of there, and we have the merge. Let's make him into a subnet. Select action. Is it in the actions? Select use default collapse the subnet. This one. We'll give it a name of different planks meshes. All right. And I'm thinking if it should be connected to the null. It's only connected to here because we need to see it. Otherwise, you should basically break that here, because it should be, the null should be placed here. And yeah, that is in case of it's being in case of one mesh with rotation variation var. So, and we will add, and when we go in, now we should be able to have two systems of those basically. So output should be here, merge should be here, and we'll have this system for, we'll call it four unique meshes. How to write unique UE? Is it how to write unique? To spell unique? No idea. Unique is definitely unique to spell. Alright, so unique is completely wrong. I dismantled the spelling. Uniku? Alright, let's do it again. Unique. Alright, four unique meshes. And we will have one with, we'll just keep that just for testing. So this will be called testing. Testing null. It's only for testing. Okay. This will be copied over here. and will also have its own merge basically, and will be connected to the values here. Just trying to make different tools that could work. And we will have, yeah, we'll just keep it like this for now. And this will be for when, in case you have, let's put output 2 inside of it. So this is testing null. Let's put, okay, so output 2 will be our, wait, output 2, how to say this? Yeah, output 2 should be this one. One mesh with rotations. So let's do that. And this will be the testing, basically the testing pod for this. And we will disconnect this now, put it into our mesh with rotations, because I would like to try it later. And instead of our color, we'll have the transformations happening. Okay, so here we'll add, yeah, we could add transformations. So for example, 90 degrees this way, 90 degrees this way, 180 degrees this way, flip, flip, right? Each one has its own. So we'll just put your rotations here. And yeah, I mean, basically we could add, instead of a color, we can add here. So one mesh with rotations. Okay. Let's keep this into a color, just normal color. Okay, so one mesh with rotations. Okay. Yeah, so now we have two methods to do this, which is cool. And yeah, we could switch it even on the go later, but we have it at least. And we'll put this red because it's still work in progress. Actually, let's put work in progress stuff in pink. That's fine. Okay, so this is working. We have different stuff going on. It doesn't do anything, so it's still testing. So this will add a Shift O and call it, sorry, here. Shift O, we'll call this, since it's testing yellow. Yeah, okay, make everything yellow. Testing idea for spawning different meshes. Okay. And the main things were that we needed to create some type of color just to differentiate the meshes. Then we needed to create an attribute and put it into string, and then we called it a name, and that was still in the name here, and we should not change that here. And then we have merged them, and after the merge we have taken the attribute from the merge, put it on the right side of the attribute from pieces because it matters, and we took the spawning line, so to speak, on the left side of the attribute from pieces. And the whole point of attribute from pieces is that it actually, you could give it a seed and offset, and this would allow you to change your copy to points. But the main thing in copy to points, and this is the most important thing, is that you need to enable piece attribute by name, that attribute, which will show you, which will basically connect the idea that there are different names here, yellow, green, whatever. And yeah, this will work for us. Yeah, for now, fine enough. Let's connect that. Maybe it will give us the ability to work with materials differently. And so we could give different materials to different planks, but only one way to find out is to put it in the merge, sorry. And then it goes into output, and then we have some type of, different ways to create this. It's good so far. Cool, this was a lot of fun to do. So it's basically scrapped. We have done it. We have improved it a little, not improved it, but we've done our own version of it, which is the pink one here, with the different ways to create them. Okay, so what I will do though is I'll add another null here. We'll call it testing. Testing with old mesh. Okay. And we'll take that thing down, and now we'll take this here in case. Okay, so this one is not in case, but maybe keep it in case of one mesh with rotation variation. And we'll add one more null, and we will call it in case of 4 different meshes. Actually, that will not be here. That will be done inside of the planks here. Okay, so let's keep our comments into the same color. Cool. Yeah, this is doing testing, so we'll just add another one outside that note. Wait, let's just copy its elements. Actually, copy and paste, and then delete the note. Actually, let's just add testing here. Testing. So this will be our testing bed, or testing method, or whatever. So let's put them all into an order now. A up. Okay. Good. Let's hook it up as well. Okay. And this one will be, yeah, our mesh. So really put your meshes here. 1. Or, yeah, put your mesh here 2. Put your mesh here 4. 3. Put your mesh here 4. Here we go. Good. We'll put an offset to them, so we could see what their name is. Okay, maybe we do it a bit different. So up, double is up, and triple is up. Yeah, like this. And here we will just put your transformation. Put your put rotation value. All right, 1 maybe. It's the first value, because you could flip something. So you have, if you have a plank, like a pen, what is the variation of that? You could flip it, then you could flip it this way and this way. I wish I had this. If this is a plank, you can have it this way. So this is the original way, so people will walk on that part, right? If you made your plank with variations, you could have it you can have it do varieties as such, or as such, or as such, or as such. Oh wait, one like that, one like that, one like that, and one like that, I think. Yeah. So yeah, with those rotations you can have 4 different variations. And don't forget about the flipping. Rotation value 1, rotation value 2, and rotation value 3. For now I'm just creating it this way. It could be wrong, but yeah, we will see. We'll see if it's wrong. It's fine if it is wrong, I guess. 1 up, 1 up. Good. And this will be here. Okay, good for now. Good. Perfect. Let's continue watching stuff, and we'll be then right back. Keep going. So yeah, we have enabled some UVs, and let's go a step back, basically. Right click and save our node type, and now we should be able to go back to our Unreal. Here we are. And in Unreal, we should be able to basically now take our bridge, bridge, and put it right down there. And let's take our content as well, put it here. And let's take our Unreal, put it here, so you all can see things together. Good. Let's put the thing a bit down here. The hierarchy looks a bit stupid, so let's take that out, put this in here, put the whole thing. Come on, we could do this somehow, like down there. Yeah, this looks good. I mean, it's too big, it's hideous. So let's take the detail again, put it all the way to the left. I'm guessing this is the right way. Yeah. And now the content creator, let's also have it like this, and have this here, and basically pin it again. And now we will go into our Quicksil bridge and look for rope texture. All right, so rope, let's see. We need something that looks like that. This is a steel rope. We don't want that. What is it called? Wound rope? No. I'll take the bridge actually up and make it as big as the screen here. Why not? Let's do it. Let's make it big. Because we can't see much. Okay, so what about this? What about that? What about this? Plant support pole. This one. Yeah, we need that one. Let's download it. So it'll take some time. Then we will add it. All right, so this will go into our project. We can see already it's already linked. That's good. We will do some UV alignment inside of Unreal, by the way. So this will be quite exciting to do because I've always wondered how that's done. So yeah, we have our rope. We probably need some wooden texture. So let's go into environment essentials. Probably environment, I would say. All right, wait a second. Can we categorize with something different now? Okay, so environment, industrial, natural. Can I just have wood plank texture? All right, what we would do is just click here on X and type wooden planks. All right, now we'll have any type of wood. Like we have assets that we could use actually for our own Houdini file to test out our system, which we might do. So let me choose one of those. Let me see. Yeah, this looks cool. Let's download it and add it. And then let's also take a variety number 2, right? And now we'll take that mesh and put it into Houdini. Not now, but like later. So that's our third variation. Nah, I don't like it. Let's take this variation, download it. And then we add it. And then let's take this variation. Maybe this one. This is cool. It has like this pump. Let's add that one. And download. And then we add. Let's see. It's going to take some time, but it will work eventually. Downloading. And it works. So download it. Amazing. Let's add it. And it should be added. No? How many do we have right now? We have 1. Okay, so if we go back, we have wooden slab, 1, 2, and 3, and a 4. It's exactly how much we need for the Houdini. I'll basically Google or look it up or try to export them. All right, so we need some wooden plank texture. Let's look for some. This is 2 inside for this. Let's see what else is there in here. It's 2 inside as well. They're 2 organized. Let's see, we need a material of some sort that could work for us. Let's just look for wood. Let's see, wood. Just WOOD, and we'll go to the... Let me see, is there a way to categorize the stuff? Here we go. And all sizes, all types. We need surfaces. We need environment, ancient, maybe this desert, forest, industrial, medieval, maybe medieval will be the better choice here. That is definitely not what we want though. So industrial? Nah, that's also not what we want. Let's see, forest, maybe ancient. Let's check that out. This looks fine. Let's download it. And we'll just bring a couple of them basically. Downloading, excuse me, and add. What is this? This is too much. I can't take that one. Ocean, rainforest, rural, taiga, tropical jungle, Trunda, urban. Okay, all environments. Let's check what else is there. That's like the ground material that you see. That is like, no, we don't want that either. Let's see, let's check for a cool texture here. No. So our woods, we just want the wood material. Let's see, let's keep looking. Rocky, we don't want that. But they look sick, they look really good. Yeah, we don't want that either. Let's see, I want something without any texture, like this. This is good. Ah, it's not good. Actually, this is not how the... No, it's not good, it's not good. Wood, let's see, forest, floor. I'm gonna check which one he downloaded in the course. And we'll go there. So we have dirty wooden planks. Let's see, dirty wooden planks. What else is there? I can't stop. It's really cool. Old stone. Let's see. What is this? Yeah, this is weathered wooden planks. Okay, let's check that out. Let's add it. Download. We'll just add it just to see, have variety. Ground, no, we don't need the ground. Wooden. Nah, this looks like a lot like a like outside thing, like architecture a bit. Yeah, this could do the job. Let's see. We just need something for now, but let's download it and we check it out later. I also want the texture that he has as well, so let's add that one too. Log wall. Wood, whatever. We don't need that. Okay, so let's go into the stuff he downloaded. So wooden planks. So wooden planks. Here we go. Let's check it out. Okay, what is it called again? Go just one back. Dirty wooden planks. Let's check that out. Dirty. Very dirty. Okay, let's go. Dirty wooden planks. Dirty wood planks. Let's see. Yeah. Bolt deck. Okay, so that's funny. Let's look for it. Bolt deck. Bolt deck. Alright, let's see that. Bolt deck. It's probably this one. Yeah, let's take this one. Looks good. Download. What else is there? So we will align our UVs as well. Let's add that. Wooden planks. Those are just called wood planks, but they look cool. But let's see if they work anyway. So for now we have enough stuff. Looks good. Let's keep watching and we'll be right back with you. Alright, now it's the moment of truth. We will try some textures on our bridge, but let's make it look a bit more reasonable with a height of maybe 1 meter. Let's give it time to update. Oh wow, that's a lot of update. Let's see. Why is it rotating as such? What is happening here? We didn't want that type of variety though. We wanted some variety, but not that type. Like, it is not the case, right? I mean, does it work the more we have it in the space here? It does. But does it actually scale with everything else if I test it here? Should have tested it before. Could be the case that it won't. Okay, I can see that it is working, but however, now depending on the rotation here, it won't work anymore, right? Yeah, that is the problem. Because if it is in this axis, so the orientation is not serving us here any well. So let's make it a bit more procedural in that sense, because it will lose its value of being procedural, so that's not good. Let's go into here and choose our orientation, and basically we'll go back to what value would then normals, because they're stable and they work anyway. So we'll go back to 3 dimensions. We will go back to 0, 1, maybe 0.1 and minus 0.1. Actually 0, 1, like this. Okay, and now these will be back to 0 for now until we figure out a better value. So let's just do that. Okay, And so what are we doing here? What is happening? Okay, so we lost one value. And that value, does this still scale with everything else? If I go hierarchy upwards, now it's troubleshooting time, by the way. So let's go here. Okay, that works. Let's go here and here. That does not work anymore. All right, so we need it to be on an angle like that because otherwise I can't see if it would work or not. So let's go inside of here and let's go into our attribute normalize. Attribute randomize and check if the randomize here does any difference. The 4 here, does this make any difference? The click here, does this make any difference? If I put this on 0, would this make any difference? Would this make any difference if I put it on 0 as well? It goes in that way now. So why is it not following the orientation anymore? Something broke here because we had it working in the orientation as well. So now the orientation just doesn't want to work, or attribute float start end. Let's see, what else did we do here? We have a resample. Okay, so what happens if I bypass that? It goes into the same orientation. But once we've done it this way, it had lost its orientation. And what happens if I do direct orientation and I just mess with this number a little bit, like here in the dimensions? Okay, that's fine. 2 dimensions, so it's 2D. Let's see, in which 2D are we talking? All right, and does this go with the flow though? Does this go like, does it, if I go here, does it work with it? Let's see. It's, yeah, it's aligning. That's good. That's exactly what we need. Here it's not working. Yeah, it's doing those flips, and those flips we don't need. Maybe because it's 2D. Maybe it's because it has 2 dimensions. So let's go inside. And let's see if we fix our... Let's not play with the scale yet. Let's just keep playing with this here. And let's give 3 dimensions. And a much less value of 0.6. And see what happens now if I play with the add. We can see already that it's not aligning anymore. Yeah, that is not gonna work. So we need a different solution. Let's go a little bit back. Okay, inside of here, sorry, here. And let's make it a 4 dimension. And we're gonna go back. And we're gonna go click on the add. We're just trying different things now. Not working. If anyone knows how to fix this, yeah, just leave it in the comments on the Twitch or later on the YouTube as we were watching this. So let's keep looking into why that is the case, and we will learn. Oh, hey, thanks for the subscription. Oh my god, sorry, follower. I completely messed up that one. Yeah, we have a little celebration here. And our follower is called Ben's Trading. All right, so if you are anything related to trading, let me check your profile. If you are, yeah, there's definitely trading here. So yeah, we're not gonna attract. So let's see. We're going to go back here and keep looking and try to fix that problem. Let's see. Add here. Okay, so this thing doesn't follow the planks. So let's go back here. Let's see. Okay, so it has an orientation, but it's not following it up. So let's see. Dimensions 3, 2, and that the 2 follows, but not in that axis somehow. Not in that axis, and let's see why that's happening. Yeah, the moment we cross this here, things are not working anymore. So let's put it where it's not working anymore. It's always here, almost always in this axis, and let's try different methods. And let's see if it works. Okay. Direction, uniform. Let's see, uniform is not working. Continuous. Okay. Continuous. This is looking good. One way to test it is just, I mean, it's not looking good really. It will act here, then go back here, and yeah, the same problem. I wish I knew what is happening. Let me try to understand the logic behind that one. Let's double click here. Attribute. Let's see. Minimum value, maximum value. Dimensions. 3, 2, 1. Nothing is working. Two values. Let's make the values to very little. Still, the orientation is completely wrong. And what happens if I make orient, what is it called? Orient along. Let's try it after that. So orient along curve, and I put it right before everything. And let's, yeah, nothing changes, right? Make close curved, curve normal. That is not working. Okay. Let's see. When did we split this? We split it right there. Resample, merge. Yeah, there is no orient here. I mean, this one is, this does exist though. So we have it, it's existing, it's before it. So let's try to bypass it. Nothing happens, okay. Try to understand why this is happening. Not random. Alright, we're just gonna try different things. Direction. Orientation. That one did not work for us at the end. That's due to whatever reason. Yeah, this is also not oriented really. What does this do? Is this orienting now? We don't need it to be three-dimensional though. One-dimensional is also not the correct one. But it depends on which direction we're talking about, right? If this is the direction, also not this here. Nothing. Why is this happening? Inside sphere, normal, exponential? What happens if we increase the dimensions? Still the problem is there. Exponential, long, normal. Alright, direction, orientation, and then if I add an orientation here. Orient. Let's see if that is a value here. P scale, P3 out, N. But it is kind of working, right? It's not working at all anymore, basically. Let's try the cone. This out. 3-dimension, 3-dimension. It's only working in 4 dimensions. And once we hit 4 dimensions, the orientation is just completely killed. Same here. Same here. Well, what is happening here? That is a good question. Let me try to think. I'm trying now to do it the same way it was done in the video. So let's go back there and check what happened. Okay, so the first step was to create an attribute randomize right after this. Correct. Okay. Then we have enabled the normal, and normal is enabled now. Okay. Then we have went into the continuous. Okay, good. Then we have enabled 3 dimensions, as you can see here. Then we kept the use first dimension for all. And then we use the -0.1 and a 0, no normalize here, but 0.1. That was too much. Again, 0 here, 0 here, still too much. And if I choose this to orient now, what would happen? Now it's orienting. But is it always orienting? That's also the question. But is it even working? That's also the question. So 10, yeah, it's not working. 20, use nothing. 4 dimension, it would work, but otherwise it won't work. Let me try to think. 0, 0, and in the orientation was just the third vector. -10. Huh. 0. Okay, what is happening? Huh. Use all. 0. We'll go with 0. But if I have a value here, 10, it does something. 0.1 and 0.2. 0 and 0. Okay, 0.01. 0.02. Okay. Is that due to the orientation? Let me just check it out. To take that around, we are staying upwards. That's a good sign so far, but now we need to follow up on the problem and try to understand why it's going up. Let's enable normalize. Nothing happens. 10 and 10. Also upwards. -10 then should go the other way around, right? And 5. It's going all over the place. That's the issue here. 0.001. 0.002. Yeah, it's a funny value. Global scale 1. 0, okay. What global scale do they have? 1 as well. 0.5 and 1 and 2. Yeah, okay, the moment it goes, things are going insane. And the way they have it in the course is n, and it should work from here. If we put this back to 3, and it should just work, but I don't know why it's not working for us. We have a 1 here. I mean, it doesn't matter because second that's value from there, 0.1. I have no idea why we're getting those results, honestly. Huh. What happens if it's 2-dimensional? It's losing its alignment. 4? There is no 4 here. What happens if this was on 001 and this was on 001 as well? No mercy. Global scale 1. It's still going nuts. Why is that though? Why is that though? Does this change with the scale? Not really. Does this change with the multiply? It's the same. Where does it change then? Where is it change? What is so different in my case? Is it here? Is it oriental? The oriental long, out, up, and n. Up, is changing something. But otherwise, may close. Let's see. Let's just play around with things until we understand what's happening. X-axis, curve normal. X-axis, Y-axis. But this will favor attribute. Nah. Curve normal is the one. Because we don't want it to favor any axis, but it is still doing that. For some reason, it is still doing that. I wish I knew. I'm stuck here. Let's see. For district, 2 values. Yeah, I don't know. It sucks. What can I do? 0. Another 0 to it. Nothing will happen. Still crazy. Yeah, it's not. I mean, is there a middle ground here? Is there a value where it could just match it? How about 2? How about 0.1 and 0.2? How's that going in the orientation? Is it fixed orientation? Should I really invest in this? Finding the correct levels? Yeah, it's not even sticking to the orientation, so why would I do anything? It's not working. It's just not working. Let me try to think why it's not working though. Okay, the moment I remove this and I put hilarious values as like 411, nothing works, right? 411, 411. Okay, so this is working. And is this going into the same orientation? I will go back and check that out. So in the add to, now if we change it, it's not sticking to the orientation. It's doing all types of random rotations. I mean, but if we limit those random rotations, we might be able to achieve a value, right? That could work. Or do you think it won't? Okay. So what I will do is add this back to 0. We see that this was the main. All right, and this one goes this way. The first one does nothing, so we won't need that. Keep it on 0. Aha! So that axis is acting up. And if I keep it on 1, it should keep its value, correct? Let's keep its value then. So this is what's happening. In the add now, because we fixed it and we said you should not change. It's not changing, but it's really not changing. But if we go back to it and give it a value, okay, I'm just gonna pull this up now. And if we give it like a value of 0 minimum value and 1 maximum value, it should follow? Is this what you're telling me? Let's check it out. It's not following anything. And even if I put orient here, it won't follow it. Now it follows, but we barely have any randomization, if any. If I would add 1,000 here, nothing will happen. If I 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 put it to 4, now everything will happen, but we lose our orientation again. So I wonder what's happening. This is annoying. Visualize as points. I broke Houdini, I think. I think Houdini broke now. Yeah, I can't do anything. No, I'll pause the recording and figure this out. Okay. So I missed it. I completely missed that 1 second of it cost me so much. That's why I should focus a bit better. Bypass that. Let's do it from scratch. All right. So attribute randomize random. Okay. So we'll just write random. Here we go. Okay, so let's hook that up here, and let's not view what comes out of here, but let's just hook that up with here. Okay, and now what we should do is, okay, we'll just view our copy, correct? And we'll go back there. And now what we'll do is, I love how many colors are we getting here because of our CD, right? So we'll just add the normal here. I will get like a very weird value. And here, instead of set value, we'll add a value. That is why it didn't work for us, because I could not focus on that part. That's why I should just pay more attention. Okay, use dimension. We have 3 dimensions. Let's normalize it and let's give it let's give that value to all of them. And we basically will randomize this a bit in a cooler way. So minus 0.1. Let's check that and add a plus 1.1. That's too much. 0 is needed. And we'll get the 10th of that. That's still too much though. Let's unrandom normalize this. Okay, and now if we have 1 here, yeah, get a better value. Okay, here we go. We got something going. Let's see if that would actually work with our ad, and see if it would will work with along the orientations of the axis here. Yes, exactly. That's exactly what I want. Cool. What I will also do and try here is copy that, randomize, and paste it again. And now take this thing away. Take this thing on the right. Uh-oh. Let's go back to object and geo. Alright, so this would work. Alright, so now I will hook that basically here as well. And so let's do the orient thing from Ocean. Check it out. And all right, so are we getting any value here? Minus 1 and 1. Nothing. 4 dimension, we're getting something. 1 by 1, so 0 here, 0 here, 0 here. We're losing our orientation. But if I change that to direction or orientation, I enable one of those cones, so to speak, we're losing our orientation again, no matter what the add operation is. Add value minimum. Is the minimum actually doing anything? Maximum. Or multiply. No, nothing. Okay, so we can't work with that, so let's delete it. We'll enable it here with the add value. And take that one, enable here, and now delete this. Sorry, wait, enable this here. Good. Let's not bypass it, and here we have it. Good. We have some type of randomization that is working in all directions. We will save that. Go back to our Unreal, and now we will take the scale quite down a notch, and it should rebuild everything. It will take some time. Okay, didn't rebuild that feature, so let's test it one more time actually. Check, is everything working? Yes, it is working. And now we finally will right click and node save. Here we go. And now we'll go back to Unreal, and we will go here and edit. So browse to asset, copy selected. Find source, open in Houdini, recook selected, rebuild selected. Let's rebuild selected. Here we go. We got it. Amazing. All right, now we can play with our UVs, I think. Let's make the height of this quite a bit bigger. Railing height is 1. It's just that the width of it is a bit too much. So let's go with 1 for now. Yeah, that's a more acceptable width, I would say. And now we will go with yeah, adding some colors to those. Not colors, but I hope those colors work as vertex ID or some color ID type of thing. So we'll test that right now. Drag and drop. Okay, what did I do? Ctrl Z. What happens if I just take the... Okay, I'm selecting a lot of things, right? So Ctrl Z, Ctrl Z. All right, let's take another materials then. this material here. If I drag and drop it on an object like this, it will take its color, right? It will take its material. All right, let's put it right here then. Now it's taking all of the materials. And we kind of don't want that. We wanted to do it on each UV. Now, why are we getting that result? Is the UV thing did not work? Let's go inside of here. Let's view our DG and zoom in. Why did this not work with the UVs? Why am I getting the whole thing colored? Let me try to think. Houdini outputs, Houdini assets. Where's UVs? Let's just look for UV. UV. Use full precision UVs, I guess. Generate light map UVs. Use backward compile. Okay, does that help now with anything? It's just applying it on everything. Maybe we could benefit from a re-import. Let's go to our HDAs, this one. And we will add, we'll right click and rebuild all instances. Yeah. Well, if it updated the colors, it should update everything else, right? Well, mega scan, surfaces. Let's check the materials. Boom. Yeah, that is definitely not working on. Where's the material? Material. No. All. Okay. X. Let's check it out. Houdini. Actor. Actor guide. Houdini general. Houdini load MISC. I guess in the MISC. Okay. Advanced replication. Nothing here. Physics. Rendering. Yeah. Advanced. Nothing. Cast shadow rendering. Custom. Texturing. Texture streaming. Advanced. Force P streaming. Advanced. Nothing streaming. All. Okay. What is happening? How can we fix this? How can we fix this problem? Why is the UV happening on all of them? Although we have created. I'm trying to think. Oh, damn it. What is this happening? What did I miss? I think I should just watch more videos. We'll be right back. Okay, so I just checked and they're basically having the same issue as well. So it's not a big deal really. We'll figure this out together. That's for sure. We'll use now different textures to see which one fits best and which orientation of the UV we're having. So for example, this one is going upwards and we kind of need it to go sideways, so we'll fix that. We know that it's at least not so hard to fix. This is kind of cool though, that it's I mean, not like I'm just saying that the material looks it doesn't look so bad. Yeah, we'll check on all sides that it would be working. Okay, so let's do that. We'll be right back. Okay, so let's. All right, so yeah, if you don't have any experience with Unreal yet, there is you can double click on the material, and it should take you to its parameters. I'm just gonna make this a little bit smaller here. So let's check its parameters. Let's check the global part first. Make this bigger here instead of that one. And we have tiling offset. This is something that you could tile the texture with. Make it on one axis more, on the other axis maybe more, or tile it on this axis even more or whatever. But for now we'll keep everything on one, not to get too distracted. So we have rotation. You all can see this, right? Yeah. So I'm just gonna put it a bit to the left. Okay, so we have our rotation, which goes from 0 to 0 degree. 0.25 will be 90 degrees, and 5 will be 180 degrees. So it's a value that goes from 0 to 1. So if I put it on 1, we won't see any difference because it's a 360. But if I put it on 2.5 or .25, we see that we have our blanks have, taking that value, which is great. We can lessen our tiling on the X. Let's see, is it the X? Yeah, and this way, are we lessening it? Now we are making it a little bigger. This is less. By less, we get, bigger. Okay. We're not getting random values though, so we won't benefit from that. So let's keep it like it is. And now we'll play with the textures in Houdini. So I'm just gonna close that. All right, so it's updating it, so compiling. So if we double click on our texture, we see our planks here that we have in the texture itself. We see that there's 1, 2, 3 planks, 4 planks, 5 planks, and 6. What we could do now is make our planks basically randomize their UVs on that. That's basically what we will do. I'm just checking what else we downloaded here, because this has like almost the same texture, but I'm gonna go one back. Well, basically it doesn't matter. It doesn't need to be 100% correct. Like, it doesn't need to be as shown as here. Like, we could make it just distribute differently on different places, and this will already make any texture work. If this one won't work, but we could reorient it into, like, we could rotate the texture itself to make it work if we will randomize from left to right or from up to down. So yeah, we will work with that. We'll go back and learn more, so pause that. So let's go, everybody. Let's keep learning. I'm getting real hungry, so a lunch break is pretty much needed right after this. Okay, now we take a deep breath. Things are working our way anyway. We are winning here. We are winning. All right, so first of all, what we have said is that we will take the auto UV and change its value to the UV unwrap, and this will see its effect happening right now, as we see it right there. And then we notice that, yo, that's a plank. That's the same size like this plank. That's a plank. That's the same size like this plank. And this one also the same size as this one. So we could stack them, right? Is there a way to auto stack things? And the answer is, hell yeah. Here we go. UV layout. Boom. That is a new node, by the way. We just have introduced that node. So UV layout, you see it does nothing. If you go back here, same result, right? But if you scroll down a little bit, go to island stacking and just look at this. Boom. It's stacked every island, and it has a shape tolerance. So sometimes it's not completely the same, so it won't stack them. You can force it to. That's great news. Now, another new UV thing, or UV node, which is UV transform. You would think you would need that transform here, but no. A UV transform is the one we need. And by the way, if you're not getting that view, if you have pressed space, 1, you're in perspective mode. 2, you're in up mode. You are on the right or left mode. 4, you're in, I don't know where that mode. And then 5 is UV. So 5 and 1 changes your view. Perspective, 5 UV with the space. Okay, good. Now, we have our UV transform. If I press enter in the viewport, I'll get that transformation right there. And I need to see what's happening. Otherwise, let's see. We are a bit off here. And I must have missed some type of... Wait, it's missing something. Let's see. Soft radius. Let's check. What is it saying? Error, not enough sources specified. Okay, what we need is to select things, y'all. So let's select things here. So let's go into the select tool and just select everything. All right, another way to do it is right. Okay, there's not enough. All right, so, okay, don't feel afraid. So just select everything here. Tap and add UV transform. Amazing. And now we should be able to have our gizmo that should be able to give us the value where this should be. First thing I want to do is rotate this because our texture is in the other axis. Okay, along the other axis. Now we will test this. So we will save it and check our texture, which is in Unreal right there. We will actually rebuild it. So save note. Just get used to that workflow because you will do it over and over and over again, right? So let's go here. Now this thing should not work anymore because we adjusted the material to fit, but not a problem. So what we will do is go back to our content, and here we will rebuild this one. Rebuild all instances, and 1, 2, 3, this will go white again. And there's a way to actually make this go always back to, you know, to the texture that you assigned it to. And we will look into that right now. So we will try it. I know the solution. And I wanted to show you that even if you apply the material right now that we have chosen, I believe it's not this one, but the other one. This one, also not this one, the other one. Oh, this is actually quite cool. Let's put it in here. Yeah, we see that now if I change our point here, let's change it from here. So if I change any direction of those curves, we will lose all the material now. We'll see it together. Here, if I change this one, it will rebuild. It will rebuild with the material from before. So one way to fix this is to copy the reference of the material. So if you right-click of your material, but I want the other material, by the way. Don't like this one. Let's go this one. No, that's the rope. Let's go to this one. Let's apply this one and check it out again. Yeah, and now we see, by the way, that without changing... let me think about it a little bit. Did it update the UVs? It seemed like it did. Yeah. Anyway, for now, we just want to check our... we'll copy the reference of... look, we made an instance out of it. Cool. So when we saved, it had created a reference, an instant out of it. So just apply that. Maybe apply that here. Yeah. We see that this one is not working anymore because we changed our UV. But this one is working from before, basically the one that we didn't rotate. So let's copy the reference of this one. So right click, go to copy reference. Okay, and now we take our notepad, boom, paste that, good, take down. All right, and now we have that in the notepad. So we will minus this and actually paste that reference now in Houdini, sorry. We'll go a level up. All right, and now we will go into our copy to point right here. We will do it right after the merge. So Unreal Material, that is a new node, by the way. We haven't seen that one before. So boom, here. Let's configure it and put it right here. And now we see it's basically working as a primitive. This is too red. If we put this up, our spreadsheet, it should say by copy to points, it should give us that value. All right, now we will look for it. CD out, here we go, group start. Okay, in the primitive level right there, we have Unreal Material, and it's looking for the Unreal Material. That Unreal Material we can put right inside of here. So we'll paste that and click. And now we have the new material. What we need to check now is if this Unreal Material is in every merge, because if it's not, we will have trouble. Unreal Material is here, but it's not assigned. That is already not good. So it will wait a second. Now it will work. Okay, it's working. Let's see, in the output here, we have it. In the merge here, we don't have it because it's not yet assigned to that one, but we need it to be assigned to that one as well. So we might need the Unreal material to go before in the hierarchy, basically. Let me think. Well, we will test that, I guess. So let me save everything. I think it will crash now, but it doesn't matter. But then we have experienced a crash. Not a big deal. Save all. And we will let it save. Let it save. Alright, so it's saved now. You see, even when you save it, it's breaking the references. And we will save our Houdini. And we might now need to open everything again, but I'll risk it just to see if I will fail. So let's hook that. Okay, so that's hooked. We have an error already, so let's check the error. I mean, no, that's not our error. All right, so good. We're good right now. Save no type. I don't think so. I don't think we will crash. So, and then we go back to content and the HDA. Right click on that and rebuild. And now, oh, actually, it not only that it didn't crash, it did exactly what I wanted to do, and that is by splitting the UV, but basically splitting the material. Okay, so let's do that again. Let's split it away from the rope itself. Let's go inside of here. And let's split it from the rope. Let's go all the way. Let's Control X that, so it will cut it. And let's paste it right after the planks gen, right there. So this is our resample, smooths, whatever, and processing rope. Yeah, exactly. We don't want it there. Let's go inside of here. Does it appear in the merge? What do we have in here? Yes, we have it. Then it goes through that processing. Does it appear in the merge? Yes, it does. Then it does all this stuff. Does it appear in this merge? That's the moment of truth now. Unreal material. Come on, buddy. Let's go. You could do this before. You also didn't show it. It shows here. And now we need just to show here. Well, what do we do if it doesn't show? Come on, it did show it before. Ah, here you go. It's not showing it because of the points, because there are just so many points. One more here. Good. And now, yep. All right, so let's save that. Save note. Things are working. Whew, that's really good. Let's go back here, rebuild that. And now we should have the rope out of it. So rebuild all instances and we close our ears. Whee! Cool. The ropes have their own colors. That's cool. It looks like a rainbow bridge. Cool. We will probably delete those colors though. We have tested that method and it works. That's good. But maybe we don't want them to affect the colors. So what I will do, without further ado, I will hook this a bit. Let me think. So this is merging both of them. And then let's see if the merge will affect anything. So we'll take one from here. We'll press Alt. Let's put that thing a bit down. Let's put it down here. And another Alt to configure it as such. Now we'll delete the merge. We will, we'll just hook this up here. This should only randomize the stuff. Okay, and the merge is still going in here and it's processing other stuff. Let's see our output. Come on, output. Where are our ropes? They are not calculating anymore, although they should, right? Let me hook this up here. Let's delete this. Let me think what's happening. So when this was not hooked here. Wait. So yeah, so if we also add the merge here, what would happen? Okay, go to that. Let's go back to where we were. Let's go back. Okay, good. We might just bypass the colors then in that case. It's fine. Just for now. I just want to be able to do things on the go, so that's fine for now. Things are looking well. Let's go back here and actually save the node type and rebuild. Let's go rebuild. All right, buildy, good. All right, so now we see the ropes have been separated. All right, that's a good news. And we will leave right here, not for today, but we will leave for a little lunch break. We'll be right. So let's go through this together. I have my notes here and should be good enough to keep going. So let's do this together. Where are we? Let's go inside of here and then let's check our planks. Where are our planks? I think they are realized after this one. Correct? Here it is. Yes. I kind of feel like we need... Yeah, okay, so that's fine for now. Let's take this value and we need to summon a for each connected pieces right there. And now we will check what that does, and it should be able to separate the plank from the ropes, which is exactly what we don't want. So yeah, let's check what it's doing. So here we go, 0, 1 here. So it is, let's view what it's doing as well. Yeah, it's separating the pieces. That's all. Not doing anything else. So what we need is a different way for it to read this, and one way to do it, and I'll show you my notes here. Like we mentioned before, now it's really taking each piece from here, right? We don't want that, so that is not gonna work. We want to take the line that the planks are spawning on and give each of these points a primitive. Wait, you can see it. I think you can see it better now. We need to give each of those points an attribute, not a primitive. One way to do it and not clutter everything is to use enumerate. And now we will use that. So let's do that quickly. Let's put this back where it was so we don't lose track of things. Good. Now let's take our, all right, so let's put enumerate, right? So enumerate, which is a new node we haven't worked with before. Let's put it in, let's hook it up, why not? And this one should not be hooked here. I think we should hook it up in the line itself. Our line should be taken from a reliable source, I think. The best reliable source is if we, let me see. Let's add a null. So excuse me, null right there. Let's connect this to it and let's take it inside here and all the way down here. And we'll call it pure line, because it is pure right now. We didn't mess with it any further. So let's hook it up to the enumerate. And let me think. I need to check what else happened there. Let me check again. So in the copy to points, and let me check where is that done. Okay. Now I'm going through everything step by step because before I've messed so much up, but it's not a big deal. So I basically realized that we don't need that pure line, and so what we will do is take our enumerate value right after our, let me check. All right, so what we will do is take this whole thing a bit down, and we'll take it all the way down to our copy to points that actually generates the different planks here, right? So let's take our enumerate level from the randomizer right there. And so what we'll do with the enumerate here is, first of all, we will make it work with points instead of primitives. And we will let it create us an attribute called index. And if we hover over this with the middle mouse button, we see index and it's an integer. And if we bring up our spreadsheet here, we should be able to see on the points level a new attribute called index, and it's basically adding a number to each and every point. And if we go right here and we view our line, it should actually have 20 points in total. Wait, let me put the points. Yeah, so it has 21 points in total, which is 20, the number 20 with the 0, of course. Good stuff. So that enumerate now is creating an index, and it's an integer, and it's working with points. Okay, so how do we make this? How does this make any difference? And now we will see. The connectivity, first of all, it doesn't have to work with class anymore. It will have to work with index. That's first of the things that we have to change here. And also, as I noted here in my notes, now we've done all of this. That's good. We added the enumerate, correct. We have added the index. Yeah, we've added the index that creates basically an attribute for each, or creates a number for each point. And now we need to promote it into a primitive before it goes into the connection loop. Okay, so let's do that real quick. Let's do this thing. Let's do it right now. And so let's promote it. Promotion. You've got promoted. Here we go. Nah, actually before. Okay. Because if you go to the connectivity, it connects with primitives, as you can see, and you cannot connect with points. Or you can, but in certain cases. In our case right now, we need to put our index into a primitive, and that should make this thing now work better. Let's check what it does by enabling it and going through the passes. All right, one. All right, let's see. Something is missing here. Let me check the video. I'll be right back. Well, that was my mistake. I have definitely mistaken putting the enumerate here. It should have been belonging basically into right after this, right after our randomization, the final one, the last one we made. So let's just put those things together so we are not creating a mess. Let's delete that point here and let's put those things down. And then our attribute should be basically right. Let me think. Right after the attribute from piece, like right here, I think. Let me check if that's correct. So now it's creating a point from everything. And now we should take the copy because that should be able to give us the data from everything that's happening after the copy. Okay, so now we should have this working. Okay, it is not working definitely. I feel like we are missing a part. Let's try to put the enumerate right there. And now let's see if this works. Still not working. Must be missing 1.1 important crucial point, which is we have made the enumerate into an integer. Let's see if the placement of those nodes are correct. Okay, and let's start recording again. Put the camera back. I was just noting down some stuff to understand them better. Okay, so basically the main mistake here is because we have already promoted it into a primitive, we don't need the connection anymore, this connectivity. And so let's delete it and let's go inside of here and check our separation. And we see it's separating our planks with numbers. That is perfect. It's exactly what we need. And we'll check now what we will do. All right, so we will pull through this. Now we understand a little bit what attribute what the for each does. By each and every pass, you could see that it goes through each and every point, and it right now it does nothing, but it should be able to change things. Now, one important note before we forget that note. Let's make a bit more space. Let's click on this one, and if we say create meta import node here, it creates us another point here with its data being empty, of course, but not the detail. The detail is having an iteration, value or attribute, and the numeration attribute as well, and the value. What we are interested in is the iteration value. We will see in quite a bit. For now, it's 6 because we have added 6, right? 1, and it will be 1. So this thing keeps on updating itself. So now we know that. That means we can take that attribute or that iteration and we can do things with it. So what we could do is say, depending on the iteration number, you are going to do X, Y, Z inside of the operation. Now, what we want to do inside of this whole loop is do some UV editing. What do we want to achieve? Okay, so tap, and now we will add our UV layout, like our transform, right? Our UV transform, exactly. Not the layout, but the transform. UV transform, this one. What is this one? What does it do? Why do we need it? Okay, so let's check it out. Here, space 5, and we are back in our UVs, right? Let's press enter, and we should be able to see our UVs. Well, let's try to select all of them. Okay, so they are data of some UVs from the pools that need to be definitely separated from here. I believe that those are the pools. So let's separate them. Or is it not connected to them at all? What happens if I click on here and I view that, the copy? What happens if I click on here and I view that? Alright, so we have the ropes, I think. The ropes are creating this mess. We're just going back until we don't see things anymore. Not here. So here we have a clean view, right? Good. Let's keep that. Then we go here and we have our Unreal material. Then it goes into the merge and everything breaks. So what is it merging with? It's merging with our grid Boolean resample smooth transform. Then it creates the processing rope. In the processing rope here, we have our UV that we created that is in the sweep. For now, the sweep. Okay, why is it not showing? Scale, sweep. Why is this? It has to scroll upwards. Compute UVs, let's just disable that for now. We'll come back here again and work on our, also, by the way, we will definitely, where are we now? Go back here. We will definitely work on our grouping of, because we need some type of grouping here. So group, all right, call this planks ropes, and that should basically separate our planks ropes from the rest. If we add a split later, let's keep our UVs here like they are in the sweep 2. Keep our UV. Okay, go back. Let's see if we could split it just for the sake of learning. Okay, so here let's split things. All right, split and split me here. Okay, so I need to split our planks ropes, and now we should be able to see if we add a null right there, a null, and we go here. Yeah, the split has been approved. Okay, so we'll put the split here, and now we will continue in our road right there. Why haven't it not split it now? Null. Let's see what had been split. Okay, then a null here, and it should have split it, correct? Then why are we not getting the split though? Let's put this here before and view it. Looks good. And now we connect. All right. Now we delete this. It should work now. I think the connection was still happening. All right, so for each exactly, perfect. That's exactly what we want. And now we will create a value for each time this runs. That value will be randomized from the transform UV. So when the iteration is on 2, it will randomize that value and put it in, I don't know, for example, let's just select all of them, click enter, it will put it here. Next time it will put it here. Next time it will put it here. So we're randomizing this as we go, right? That's exactly what's happening. It will be processing this the whole time like that, and then output a UV for it. That's what we want. That's our goal. For this to happen, we need some time of randomization. And for now, we know our randomization value is attribute randomize. Right here, we'll put it right there. But we don't need the color. Nuh-uh, we're not gonna change that. What we want to change is the position itself, right? That should be the one we should change. Or we can also introduce distance. So distance now will act a bit differently. And we will see what I mean by that. And we just want it to go in one axis only. Not 4 axes, not 3 axes, not 2, but 1. Just one axis it should go and randomize in. Now, how the randomization itself is created, I will go and watch and try to understand that with the guys on the stream. I'll be right back, people who are watching this offline. So, let's see. Well, we've added some details here. We don't want that. Okay. Let's click on our attribute randomize. And the first question is, we want to ask ourselves, do we want to start from 0 in this case and end up in 1? So that's meaning 0 is here, 1 is there. But that is not to be mistaken by the actual translation, which is 0.8 in this case. In some textures, you might actually need to be careful with that, because you might want to avoid a texture that is not tileable. For us, I'm avoiding it just so we have the example. So 0.1 is our minimum value and 0.98 is our maximum value in this case. One thing we should do is ask ourselves, what is our max axis value? So axis value, what is our max axis value? It's about 0.8 or 0.79. Okay, so we have that. I note it down. The third question is, where can we randomize the randomized value? Okay, why do we need that? We'll see now. So our randomize attribute has in these in the options, it has a global seed. So that seed will randomize the value that is already being randomized. So we can control that, and we can control it through the iteration right there. This iteration is very important. Now, let's go back here. Let's change that into a detail so we see them together, or so they can access each other on the same level. What we will do is go into settings and add a spare input. And now in the spare input, we will just drag and drop that thing inside. So here we go. Boom. It is dragged and dropped immediately. Great. Now we'll go into its options and take the global seed and just basically add now detail, because it should communicate in the detail level, and we will start adding things. So -1 for the spare input, comma. Then we will add our value, which is called iteration. And I hope I spelled it right. Okay. So that should be our value, where this is not gonna work, but yeah, iteration right there, right again here, and then comma, and then we have our attribute index, which should be 1 in this case. Okay, so let's close together, and yeah, let's close everything and let it happen. And this should now work on a certain level. We won't be able to see it yet though. So we will see about that. I will continue watching and see how the rest of it works. And we'll let you know how everything works, as always. Okay. I have done a mistake, and that is because I completely forgot what this means, the index means. And the index is, if we go here, it's not doing anything but actually going through which one of those is... now let me think again. We have to put it in the 0th index. What does that mean? What's the index? Trying to understand. What's the index? What's the index? I mean, not the index we created before, but it's the input index, it says. In which, what does that mean though? Okay, but we need it to be 0 in this case, for example. Attribute index. Float attribute index. We'll see. We will learn more. Let's hope this works. The value of the index we have done before, and I checked it. It's right here with the attribute VOP when we added the radii. And we see the value 0 here, and if we go where this is coming from, right here we see radii 0, radii 1, radii 2, and the 0 here is taking, if I'm not mistaken, how wide it is, and then we took the width and basically made the width work with the railing, and that is how everything is spawning correctly. When we change the width, okay, we got that so far. However, we are here now, and we forgot to change one more value, and it is the transform. Now we first need to know which axis we're working with. So which axis, and this one will be the one. So what we will do is reference our distance here, and basically this should already, let me check where we put our distance. Let me go here. Distance, attribute name, right there. I'm just checking again. UV attribute, UV. Okay, let's check if it works, honestly, because I don't think it will. So what we will do is detail and go into this and go say 0 because it's in here, it's in itself. It's not gonna have to go anywhere else. Then we say distance, between quotations, this distance, and then we add our what is it called, distance, and then we add 0. That's the index that we just explained, and now if we check, it should make a random value. That is exactly what's happening. So what we did is, this is taking the iteration number 3, 4, 6, whatever iteration it is, as long as there are pieces, and in this case there's like 20 pieces. Okay, and that value is hooked right into the attribute randomize if you go into the seeds. So that thing is changing the seed the whole time, right? And because that is changing, we have given a randomization value between 0.1 and a 0.98. So from like 10% to 90%, it should have a margin to go, and we only have one axis here. And since we have changed the number here from 0, now every time it interacts with this one, it will only interact with the number. And because we took the distance here, which is like a random number already by itself, it's changing the because we're working with distance here, it's changing the number randomly by each iteration. That is exactly what's happening. We're just playing with numbers, and the loop is making everything work easier. And because it's hooked up properly, when we have split it, the UVs, and we have also added an enumerate that takes that creates a new index with the number of points. It means if we change our points in the future, this will change with it. Now let's take our output and merge and put them down, and now we hook up our last result here. See if it works. So we hope it works. Let's hook it up right there. And we also notice, wait a second, should it be hooked instead of the, now I wonder, we should also disable this, because here we'll be able to see the differences. We see that there is a bit of off value here because it's going way overboard. Let's try and see if we could actually manipulate that. So 0, 1. Here we go. And here we need this to be 0, 8. Or maybe, I mean, I just don't want it to touch the borders, basically. Just don't touch the borders. That's all what I ask from you. Okay, so 0.85. Oh, no, that's too 8.5. Here we go. That's too big. 8.4, too big still. 8.3. Yeah, now we're talking. Good enough. This should work now for us. We have randomized the planks. And let's see if we can hook them up just like that. Let's just test things. Let's see if things worked. Let's check it out. All right, you probably have missed this because you didn't watch the stream, but it's not a problem. So we basically created... let me fix the camera. Okay, we created a connection. So basically we had the copy here connected right there. We need to disable... You basically need to take that out. And because we split our UVs, it's also split the connection between the... so if I bypass our... Actually, it works magically. That works, okay. But I kind of feel like we have split the UVs, so we need to still hook it up. Okay. Yeah, when we hook the final result of our UV manipulation randomization in here. Okay, so let's do it. We will save this. So basically go back to the geo level and save our node type. And then we will basically... we will check if this works in Unreal. Cool. Here's Unreal. And let me just check on one more thing. And let me do just one more thing here. Actually, let me pause the going. So we will test this out and see if our texture will become more or less repeated. Anyway, right click, rebuild all instances, and we will wait and check if it worked. Yes, here we go. Now that's what we're talking about. Yep, some of them still have it, but otherwise it is randomized, and we have achieved that in quite a nice way, I would say. Yeah, that's amazing. Cool. I like the randomization that we created as well. That's amazing. Cool. Let's what can we still do? I feel like it's repeated a bit too much here. But we could, I mean, it depends on the randomization. Like if I change the point here, what would happen? Just curious. Would it still generate? Can you regenerate, my friend? All right, cooking, here we are. And does it always repeat in the same level? Okay, if I make this shorter, does it repeat always in the same level? Or do we have a better... Whoa, what happened there? Woof. It's loading a lot. Okay, so let's make it shorter. See if we'd always do it. It's a bit different now. Yeah, at some point it's repeating the same texture, but otherwise things are working pretty well. Okay, so let's put it back here. Back on the point. Let's check other textures just to be sure. Here we are. Yes, this is looking good. A bit closer to here. A bit closer. Let's check it out. And let's go. Here we go. Let's see. Upwards. Here we go. Okay, let me check one more thing. Cool. Yeah, that's amazing. Looking good. Let's keep watching and we will learn more how to randomize things a bit more even. Okay, but last thing before we go is our materials, which are in the Megascan and surfaces. And now we should try different materials. All right, so let's try this Japanese thing. Yeah, definitely we need to put that on 90 degrees, I think. So let's do that like right now. If we enable, if I go all the way up, actually, no, that's not gonna help. Double click here and allow the rotation to be 0.25 and save. And that should create, yeah, it should make it sideways, as we can see here, looking good. We could also add, let me think. Let's try other textures. No, that's the ropes. How do the ropes look like on the ropes? Yeah, they look cool. I like this. Here they are not so well done, I would say. Let's see. Yeah, there's definitely a wrong UV happening on those ropes. We could fix that. Maybe they don't generate yet, but we'll check that out. So I'll put a note for that. And put UV pulls ropes. I think they don't yet. They don't generate. So that's fine. That's an easy fix. And let's see what is the rest. We have the ropes. We tested that. We have the first texture we tested. It is working. Let's check this texture. Yeah, it's quite randomized. I quite like it, but it's not that detailed. It looks very inside-ish. Yeah, but we could maybe manipulate the normals a little bit. Yeah. This is the Japanese one, right? Or no, it's different. Still looks good though. This one looks really nice. I really like it. Okay, I really wonder what else we could do still. So I'm quite excited to what we still can do. So yeah, let's see. Let's go back to our learning. So we basically were trying different things. We were trying to add a texture here different than this one. It worked. I also downloaded a couple of other textures. I will fix the rope now. So let's fix that real quick. Let's go right there, inside of here. And you know, now we're getting a bit faster because we know where things are. We are organized. So let's go into our poles right there. And in our pools, we should be able to change that in the sweep. Where's the sweep? Weep, sweep, sweep, sweep. Sweep. Where's the sweep? Sweep. Where is my sweep? All right, let me try to read. All right, right here, transform Rob Gen right there. And in the second sweep, we should have created, okay. So they have a UV, so to speak, right? Let's see if they do. Where are we now? Right there. Okay, let's go zoom in there. And so what is happening with the UVs here? They are created. Yeah. They are generated, so to speak. Okay, now let's go one step back all the way to the end and check what is happening with them. So zoom out. They are not initialized, they are not completed. Okay, so somewhere along the line here we lost them. Let's check where we lost them. Did we lose them there? Yes, we did. So that is an easy fix, because all what we need to do is check where that have gone wrong. And we, in order to do that, we need to go a bit down now. Right there. So UVs look good. Then it gets transformed. And then it basically still looks good, right? Yeah, okay. And then it merged. However, when it merged, it still looked good. Then it went into this operation. Then into transform operation. Let's check how that looked like afterwards. Good. UV unwrap cylinder that should have been only applied on the ropes themselves. Hey, Nubia from Discord, what's up? How's it going? Thanks for joining. Oh my god, and the follow. Thank you so much for the follow. Yeah, I thought that you might wanna join. Cool, and we could chat here, you know? We can do different things. So what we've been doing so far is that we discovered that the poles here, the ropes, are not working. You see the UV of the ropes here is just not working. So the reason for that, and I went through each and every node to figure out, is because I've applied a UV unwrap cylinder over all of them, while I should have just applied the cylinder thing on the cylinder itself only. So one way to separate those things is by creating a group. Now, if I go up all the way to where we generated our rope, which is right there, I could say, hey, Houdini, that's a group. So first we create a null. We put that null here, right? And then we connect the null right there, and then we create a group right there. Here we go. And that group should be hooked to the null. And this will be pole, let's call it pole rope out. So it's the out value of here. Where are you from, my friend? What is how to say it? Nubiat. How to spell that? Okay, so don't worry about it. Denmark, cool. We're not that far apart from each other. That's cool. That's like, I don't know how far away Austria is away from Denmark. Not that far away, right? I've been to Copenhagen once. Looked cool. It looked cool. It's a bit close to Salzburg, if you know where that is. Anyway, so let's check here the group. That looks nice. Yeah, okay, so we created that group. We will call it pole rope. So we are able to separate the values. So now after the group, it should basically split the things. So what I will do, we'll replace those two. We'll put them beneath the rope gen. Right, they are already beneath them. And then we'll take the transform levels from here. And this already had separated the connection and created a group, and we will make it a bit bigger so things don't look super weird. Let's do that right here. Since when are you in the Discord server, the DoubleJump Academy Discord server? Are you new there, or you've been there for a while? Have you ever purchased any courses from them as well? Anyway, so let's keep going. Let's see, merge and pulls up. Transform. Okay, and now we need to split. And what do we need to split is the group. So if we put that split here, and we split our group that we just called pulls rope, and we put a null now just to check which signal is which, so which one is switching where. This is splitting the cylinder, which is exactly what we need. So let's do that. And then we basically need to group them up again in the end with, let's delete that auto UV, and let's get that into a merge of some type. So merge them together again. Here we go. Mergey. Let's put that down. Let's put that here, down there. All right, and merge them. And now we view the merge. Let's check it out. Looking good. UVs are proper. Okay, Nubia says, not yet, is super new, only on one, the very basic. So basically the free stuff, right? Well, I've only purchased this one so far. I've been very amazed because it's one of the few courses in its price range that shows Houdini workflows in video games from someone that works in the industry. That is a huge deal for me, and I found that with DoubleJump Academy. That's why I'm taking that course. Like, I'm eating it up. You know, I'm really enjoying this. This is really fun. Okay, so we saved that, and right before that, I made like a visual effect in Unity type of course. I've done like 4 days in it, but then where I saw the DoubleJump Academy stuff, and I was like, I want to do that. So yeah. That was cool because I contacted them and they were like, yeah, sure, affiliate link, let's go. We like your idea. You're allowed to use our content for it. And I was like, Wow, that's pretty cool. Anyway, so yeah, let's save that. Let's right click here. Let's save our node, and that is how to transport it. Have you checked the YouTube videos I made? I went through the course from the beginning, so you could like check how that journey went until now. We're in week 2 only so far. Okay, let's check if this would work if we re-import our bridge. Let's see, bridge content, HDA, right click, rebuild all instances. Let's wait. We saved it, it should update. All right, here we are. We are updating. Let's check. All right, so this is looking good. The ropes themselves are looking good, which is something we fixed today. Let's check if the UV are looking good. UVs, Houdini engine mega scans for our surfaces, which is the materials. And let's go to our rope actually. Where's our rope material? Right there. And let's take that rope material and apply it on the rest. Oh, it applied it on everything. Let's just apply it on the rest. Why is it applying on everything? Anyway, we'll check how that looks like. Yep, we got a nice rope. The UVs are correct. That is super. Okay, we'll go back to different material and apply that into our pools. The pools are looking good. They are all in the right direction. Things are looking well. So far, so good. I don't know how I really did it now with applying a material on a different surface, but it worked before. It just doesn't want to work now. Well, that's fine, I guess. Here you go. It's working here. But, because it's the same material. Let me put the red one. Where is it? Red. This one? Yeah, it's updating everywhere. But yeah, it is what it is for now. We will go back and learn more stuff, guys. Okay, so okay, so let's do this real quick. The rope is not changing because we haven't split the output. And in order to do that, we need a way. So where have we created our material? We're just going to go one by one until we find the material we created. And I believe we have created inside of this one. Unreal material. And now what we'll do is basically find the way this had broken up now. So this thing goes all the way into this merge, then it goes again into which merge? Right at the end. Okay, so what we will do is we'll take everything else that been merged before this merge. It's probably right here. So let's see. Let's put everything else in that merge. Okay. So what we could do is add another merge here just to try things. Now we add our Unreal material, which we need to copy its location from Unreal. So for example, let's take that default material or this one. Let's copy its reference. Where is it? Copy reference. Where is it? Come on. Copy reference. And we go back to Houdini and we add that reference inside of here. How it works. Then we will basically name this a bit different. We have the name of the attribute, that should be fine, but let me check. How to split this now away from the other one? It should still be Unreal material, but if I look at its primitives, to its attributes, let's just put it into the merge here. And the merge has, it should be in the detail or the points. Let me see the primitives. So we need some type of primitives. Let's go inside of here. And so now we should be able to see in the detail. No, in the number, in the, what is this called? Unreal material, so in the primitives. Unreal material, I kind of feel like we need Unreal material too. I could be wrong. We will see. if it still works. So we have a merge. Let's merge everything here. Let's take that one too inside of here. Let's take that one too inside of here. Let's take that one too inside of here. Then we merge the merge itself inside of here. Okay, and now we check on our Unreal Material 2. It is working, and now we see if things are working in Unreal itself. Unreal Material and Unreal Material 2. Yeah, I kind of didn't want it to have the same. I mean, no, it seems to be able to handle that, honestly. So let's take that 2 and take it away. And when we check our merge here, we have 2 materials. We have different materials. I didn't want to say 2 materials. We have different materials that are working together right now. We have all of this thing. Let's make it a bit bigger. Let's see. Boom. All right. Now, which object is that? It could be anything, honestly. It could be points that are not having a material. But we'll see. We'll see how it will work together. I will just see if there's a difference in the name. So we'll make this a bit bigger. The job, yeah, okay, this is all the hierarchy. It's all the same anyway. And let's see, old wallpaper 2K. Okay, and now let's see if it's all the same. Old log wall, old wall. Okay, we're just gonna go down. Okay, that's the scroll here. It's all the same. It's and then we have a different one. Good. That's good enough for me. Great. So that means it's working. So let's save that and let's save it from the geo level into right click and save node type. And now we should be able to rebuild the HDA, and let's do it from here and say rebuild selected. Now it should rebuild and finished. Okay, so that didn't rebuild anything. We will rebuild it from the hierarchy, content, HDA, rebuild all instances. Let's see, it's gonna take some time. But can we add a material now? I wonder. Let's see if we could add a material. Material. Where are mega scans, surfaces, anything else? Yeah, that's not working. I think one way is to go here, HDAs. Also, first check if the session. Yeah, there's a session. Let's import a new one. Let's give it a geometry. First in the engine, not in the engine, the parameters, also not in the parameter, in the input. Let's give it a curve input. Now it should generate some stuff. At least, yeah, here. This is the second point. Let's add it here. Let's manipulate our stuff here. Just add 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1 on everything. And we will check if things are working now. Okay, so that's way too high. Ooh, how high is that? It's cool. Let's see if we could manipulate that one. Where are we now? Back here. Why is this so high though? It's a 10. Okay, so height into 1. It should load now again. Good. It's not loading a different material. That is not working. Sucks though. Rebuild all. Come on. Come on now. Should work, right? Nothing. No new. Nothing new. Oh, let's go back into Houdini. What are we missing? We have one material or a couple of others. Okay, so I'm just gonna scroll down again. The same method. One material, and then at the end comes the second one. Let me see. What is happening here? Why is it not loading the material though? Should we really have? Let me check. We will check that. We have definitely done it the wrong way. So let's go back here. You can see that the Unreal material is only applying on the sweep gen. That is not what we want. We want it to apply after the merge right there, and this should now make it work better. We should have, yeah, let's just save that. Save node, I'm not even going to look into it. If it crashes, it crashes. That comes with being tired. Rebuild all instances, and if it breaks, it breaks. Let's see, rebuilding, and it should be done. Here we go. Looks good. We can see that it's only applied on the pools though, but we want it to be also applied on the ropes as well. But I mean, is this happening right now because I have changed that part here? That's okay. What I mean by changed part is when I went into the outputs parameters here. If I put cargo net, would this change anything? If I put diagonal, would this change anything? No. That's good news though. So that's good enough, but we need to figure out why this is happening. And one reason I can understand is, where's our Unreal material happening? Let's see. Unreal material is happening just on the planks gen. Fair enough. We want, however, another Unreal material to split, to happen, or to be on, to exist on these as well. So we're just going to put them a little bit far away. These actually create transform processing rope. It should be one on here as well. So let's create a material for that. It will be the same. So what I will do is I'll copy reference to those general materials. So we will open that in its own file. Let's click on, I think it's here. And we right click on that, we copied its reference. And now we should be able to add an Unreal material. Boom. And that Unreal material should basically have that project thingy. Material prototype. Exactly. Yeah. Let's take that into here and apply that into the merge. However, would that take only the material now or everything? Let's see if we do duplicates. Yes, it is doing a duplicate, correct? Because if I bypass that, wait a second. Zoom in, my friend. Okay, what is happening in here? What is this? Yes, there we go. That's the error we don't want to happen. We will need a merge of some point. Merge. All right, wait a second. So the material should be applied on all of those that come out of here. However, this thing is also coming out of here. So what to do? What to do? We can have this here. Just connect to the same line. Delete that connection. Then as it's merged, we have it happening on it. What else did not work? We didn't have any material on the generate nuts part. And also the sweep, this one. Why did that happen? Sweep gen is connected, definitely, but then it's connected again, and we don't need that connection, correct? Let's just check it one more time. It's duplicating itself, and we don't want that. We just want a simple line to go, and now everything should have the Unreal material. As for the nuts generation, it's going right into our merge, and then this sweep gen is creating the ropes, because if we bypass it, actually it's creating both. Okay, that's good enough. So that is why it didn't work. Save and go back and right click, save node, and now if it crashes, it crashes. It's fine. Let's go like right there, HDA. Until now it didn't crash, so everything is fine. Rebuild all instances, and let's see. Yes, yes. And this one is white because we have applied the default material to it. I would like, though, to... Let me check. I'll give it the ropes material just because we know exactly what material we will apply on those. So let's do that right now. Megascan, Houdini engine, no, content, Megascan, surfaces, rope, and now we know that is our copy reference that we need. Copy reference right there, and we will add that to it. So let's go inside. I think we need one here. Let's reference it here. Let's reference it definitely on the materials of the rope, which happens right after creating the rope. And we need one for the pulls when they are created as well. So let's do one of those instances. The material, sorry, Unreal material. Let's split. Not this Unreal. Okay, wait. We need that Unreal material. Whoa. And we need it to split. Okay, so let's split stuff. Here we are. We're splitting them right there. Okay, let's split it here. Let's split our pulls. Rope. Hello, mister. Your audio is really broken, robotic, and noisy, you say. Okay, I didn't know that. Thanks for letting me know. I wonder what happened. Let me check. Let me check what happened here. It's really bad. Okay. Let me check into Twitch how bad it is, because I haven't checked yet. We'll go inside and I'll talk to myself. Alright. Whoa, that's really bad. Okay. Let me try the filters. Gain is off. Hello? No. Compressor off. Noise gate off. Hello? Nope. That's not working. It's pretty much unmute. Wait a second. Chat. Let me check my... I'll pause the recording. I have no idea for how long this audio issue was happening. Vexor, just let me know. But if you... I'll check also the Premiere recording later and try to fix it if it's fixable. If not, yeah, I don't know. Then we'll just be missing some content. I didn't do much other than try to apply that material on... If we just go over it again, we applied the Unreal material now right before here. When we created the processing of the rope, we created the material and we assigned the default material to it from Unreal. And yeah, this is our own Unreal material from the planks themselves. Then we have created a merge and applied an Unreal material. And now what we're trying to do is split our pull rope and give it its own material because it's a rope material. It's not a pull material. So let's see which of these actually are splitting what. So let's go with a null and boom, hook this up. And let's see. We have a new comment. But yeah, I hope the video works. Yeah, no, the video seems to be working, my friend. So thanks for letting me know about that. It just happened. I think I was pulling like my mic too hard that it broke. Yeah, but it's good to know. I'll bring back my filters on my mic. Yeah, they are back. Everything is back. Good. We have it working. That's amazing. Next time I should... I mean, how would I know? No idea. Doesn't matter. Let's keep going. Let's not stop. Cool. Let's see what this is doing. It's separating the poles themselves. That is something... Do we need that? Yeah, we need it to work with its own material with the other... Wait a second. Which material is that? Script Unreal Material, Megascan Surfaces 3. Okay, so this is the rope material. We need another material. We will call that material. We'll give it the default material from Unreal. I closed Unreal. Damn it! Open Unreal. Alright, it's gonna take some time now until it opens. No, please don't update Unreal. Just open Unreal. Can you just open Unreal? Oh no. Can you just open Unreal, please? Epic, please. So, how's it going, buddy? How's your day, Vexort? Just gonna pause. Okay, so we haven't missed much. Basically, I'm trying to give materials to the ropes. So in this case, our poles need a material. And so we gave the material right after this merge, which happens right there when they are initiated, so to speak. And then we went out there and we should have given... So this material is the poles material, and now we will take it. And wait, that's dangerous. We need this to have the same name. We can't change that name. We need to keep it the same. Unreal material, and we could change this name. Poles material. All right. That we can change. That's fine. Let's copy it. Let's cut it actually. Put it in the poles, and put it right there. Boom. That should work. Good. Back. Now everything has its own material. Ropes have their own material. All right. Now let's save and yeah, let's go back and right click and give that a save note. And now we go back to Unreal and we go to the HDA. Right click on that and we give that puppy a rebuild. Here we go. Rebuild all instances. Here we go. I'm doing well. Like we basically created we made this new overlay. I don't know if you saw it from before, but like it's really cool. I've made like my own overlay. Things are working nice. Mic was not working nice. Yeah, but yeah, it's fine. Yeah, all right. So we have some stuff happening. Yeah, now we see that we unfortunately don't have a rope material here. So let's do that real quick. Let's do it quickly. Yeah, mergey. Let's see. It would have been more efficient to have one material, honestly, to deal with all the ropes. But I basically abandoned all hope with the splitting. Just because I did want to create one more group for some reason. I was like, no, I'm not going to do that. But I should have done it, honestly. I should have done it like this. Because all what I needed is one node here to create. Okay, I'm going to do it. I'm crazy enough. I'll do it. Group. I'm going to learn. And let's put that group inside of here and put it down there. We'll call that group poles. And that group will split our poles, basically. Primitive, looking nice. Let's bypass that. Copy it and bypass that. And we have our... Okay, so we basically have our poles now. We'll put it here. And we have our rope material, which we will put here. Okay, and let's cut those. Let's do this properly. And now, with the merge, we should be able to split. So let's split some values. One of the values we need to split is the pull rope. So that is established. Then we need a way to... okay, let's split all the rope stuff. Pulls... No, that is fine. Diagonal rope, yes. We will split the upper rail, yes. We will split the pulls up, the start end. I think so. Does that have to do anything? No. We'll take it away. The nuts. We will split. Fill, no, we don't need that. Pulls up. What's a pulls up? What does that do? Let me add the split to that. Null, sorry. Null. Here we go. Let's add one here. view what's happening here. Yeah, okay. What are those? What? I bet they don't have a group. That's what's happening. So we need a group for this. And this is happening in the nuts generation. Right there. Upper nuts right there. Correct? And it's coming from here. Let's check it out. Yes. And it definitely needs a scale, so we're gonna scale it up. Just quite a bit. Take something like that. Okay. Manually, basically. Manual scale like that. Okay. And we'll add probably a resample to it, but match size, transformation, soft transformation, resample. Just deserve quite a bit more. Yeah, more detail, definitely. Okay, and now we need a way to group that after the copy. So upper knots, here we are. After you're being copied all over the place, we will give you an actual group. We haven't done that before because we were lazy, I think, but grouping is a lot. Not a lot of work, but they are pretty good. I really like how the bridge is coming along. The textures looks nice. Thanks, my friend. It's some work. We've done some randomization. Oh, I have a new follower, Dust. Nice to have you here, Dust. Really appreciate the follow. If you guys have missed the notification, it's right there. Thank you, Dust, for the follow. Would love to have you in the chat as well. If you have time, of course. So let's check. I've done some randomization today. We'll post it on YouTube. We randomized the transformation of those planks. As you can see, they are a bit like this. And we've also added a system that takes the UVs and scatters them on the textures. So you have each plank has like a different texture, which is cool. I can show it to you in Unreal later. For now, I need to just create this group called upper nuts. So upper nuts. Let's do that. All right, so they are scattered properly. Let's go all the way to the split then and add our upper nuts. Where is it? Upper rail, pulls, fill diagonal, pull, start, end, group nuts. Why is there no upper nuts? Did I miss something in that grouping? Let's see. Generate nuts. Here we go. So we have a group. It's called upper nuts. And it should have created a group. This goes into a merge, then into a switch, which could be problematic for our grouping. Because what is the switch doing? It's between on or off. Do we have it on or off? That's the question now. Pull it up, and do we have it on or off? We can't change it. So it's off. So it should be still outputting its thing. But it's not doing it because it's not working like that. So if I go to the X grid, not the X grid, but the CargoNet, and I put it off, now this should basically, when I go to diagonal, it should keep it. And we need a method to completely vanish this because now it's buggy. So I need a way to add the on or off to the other functions. Man, I can't move my eyes anymore. Well, that's cool. Almost there with things. So let's get into it. We will wait a second. Let me fix this. I'm trying to think. I have done some stuff now. Where were we? We're trying to fix the thing with the. Actually, let me put my hair like that now. It's going nuts right now. My hair. Not so happy with it. So, let's see. We will, and I will check now. We will definitely Where should I go? Okay, we'll check now. This should work. The nuts are generating, right? The output is keeping them. That's good. That means we should theoretically have them coming from here all the way down. If I check the splitting, and we should have them here. Fill pulls upper rail start and group 1. What's a group 1? What does that do? It's putting the nuts here with group 1. Nah, but it's because they've never been split, that's why. So let's add another null here, just to check things. Put that thing in there, go back, put it here. And let's, yeah, we just need the nuts here, just can't find a way to group them and keep the grouping somehow. It goes right in there. They go right in there, right? Generate nuts. Let's check the line. It goes right into the merge. Okay, and then into the sweep gen. And into the sweep gen, we have a split mechanism going on. Do we have any grouping though? Any grouping happening? Split, split, split. Merge. Any grouping here? Any grouping here? Well, I think through the split here, we have not split. We should have basically. All right, so let's check it out. Let's check it out. All right, so which of these methods are working? The one on the left. And the one on the left is going through all of those splits. So let's check our splits. We have a rope here that is splitted in here. Okay, so this had split the rope from the diagonal rope up rail group 1. Then it had resampled those, which are the nuts. So what is, all right, so now let's just check what's been split here to have an understanding. The upper rail is not being part of this. And that had been split by group 1, upper rail, diagonal rope. So if I delete group 1, we should not be able to see the nuts, or should we still be able to see them? So if I split, okay, we don't have upper nuts. Why though? Huh. Okay, just gonna control Z some stuff that we've done, not that we break something that we regret later. Then we will go back to our nut group, and where have we created that group? Right there. Okay, so if I add a split here, would we be able to see our group upper nuts? Yes. Okay, so something here is happening that is not switching into this. It's switching into this here. Okay, so what is this copy to point does? What is it doing? Where is it? Then what does this do? Okay. All right, so basically we need one here and we need one there to have upper nuts. Copied the wrong thing. We need one here and we need one there. And now we have upper nuts in this equation. Now we have a problem with the lower nuts here. But what is that problem anyway? Well, let's check it out. Lower nuts is not a valid group, it says. Yeah, but you should not connect to it anyway. Let me check. What is it? It is selecting the stuff here. Oh, we can add a null if you want, if that is annoying you. Lower nut, what does it say? Lower nut is not a valid group. Yeah, in this case, it's not. Right? Am I missing something here? Yeah, okay. That should not interfere with us. Anyway. Well, where is this supposed to be? Where is this? What is that? Yeah, and the diagonal, it shouldn't work anyway. Okay. It's never bad to go through your node tree just to understand things better. I try to solve problems like that. So let's go into here and add our upper nuts. Oh, we should have them. Come on now. Ah, damn it. It's not there. Why though? What is happening? So if I have a split here and we put the split there and then I say, aha. Okay. All right. That's funny. Why though? We have our upper nuts here. So split, what is happening, split? Explain to me. Do you see upper nuts? Yes. Do you see upper nuts? Yes. Do you see the upper nuts? Yes. All right. So if you see the upper nuts, it's not connecting through here. Where is it going then? It should go through here. All right. So that is not what we want, I guess. We want it here. Okay. And now we should have upper nuts. And now we go down. And if we go here, we have the upper nuts. Yay, finally we solved it. And that means in this order that this should have the rope material. So inherit the rope material, please. Thank you so much. And this is the pulse minus, we should get that out from here. The lower rails, which are right there, merge bottom railing right there. Okay, so in the bottom railing, we seriously need a grouping right after the rope gen. We need to say group right here. Boom. Group me, baby, one more time. Good. This is our lower rail. Lower rail group. Good. Now let's put it here. We have a group. It should work theoretically. So how would it work if we had split the lower rail? And now we have lower rail inside of here, which goes into the rope material, which should go into the merge. And now we have that into rope. Then we have null 3 here, which is only the pulls. And does the pulse, let's go Ctrl Z. This one, we need it in the pulse because it's the pulse material. Yes, we need it. Good. No bypass. Please keep it. Take these a bit more apart. And now, connect these together. All right, now we check the merge, the final merge, and we have things working. However, one more thing fails to work, which is the rope material needs to be existing in here. And there's nothing that can change that due to, so grid, boolean, smooth, transform, processing rope right there. It should be right here after the processing rope. All right, here it is. Let's give it a this color, the turquoise color. And yeah, that looks good. Did I change any primitives? Unreal. Good. Did I change any primitive here? Unreal. Good. Let's check one more time on our pulse. Do we still have materials? Okay, delete that. Delete that. Now go back here and save our node. And then we go back to Unreal. It's nice to have a flow sometimes, because sometimes I just lose my flow completely. I really like, yeah, okay, so thank you, and I will show you now some of the stuff if this works and it doesn't crash. We have returned to the dark ages. Let's see what didn't work. I think the copy reference might have lost its value, and that's fine. What we can do is go to the mega scans, go to the rope. Not 3D assets, but rope. Here's our rope. let's put our rope where the rope is. Okay, so we see that things are not working anymore. And that is very sad. Well, let's check here in the sub. What is not working? Houdini material. Houdini default material. Okay, so we have like a lot of, but it should have rebuilt everything, right? It should have fixed this for us now. So what happens if I re-import? Rebuild. We'll go back to its own values from before. Yeah. But why is it not connecting those? We must have messed up something up, but that's part of it. Just try to understand where you failed and solve those problems. Surfaces, sorry. Where is it? Weather 3, rope. Sorry, not the red, the rope. Where's the rope? Rope. Let's copy our references. Try to fix the rope problem one by one. Okay, checking. All right, so first of all, is this diagonal? It is diagonal, so that's correct. So, which null, what is this one doing? It's separating the ropes, all of them. So they have a rope material. Excuse me, need some water. Damn it. So now we see the main issue here. We have a merge and then we split things and then we merge everything with a merge. So everything is getting duplicated. We don't want that. We have split things definitely and we should keep that the way it is. So right click on that and save node and go back and give that a re-import and recalculation. Let's go. How many hours have I been streaming? 7 and 35 minutes. Wow, 7 hours, 35 minutes. When we reach 8, I'm done no matter what. So let's say characters. No, we don't have any characters here. Let's go to our HDA and re-import that. Rebuild all instances. And now hopefully it should work. Yes. Yes. What I love though is that it happened on one part but not on the other, and I think I know the problem. So double click on here. Let's go all the way up here. Yeah, you see, I should have added. Yeah, this is wrong. It was completely wrong. We should have added that basically right after the copy here. So boom, right there. All right, so let's save the node now again. Go back. Right click, rebuild all instances. I hope this was informative for y'all. Damn it, we failed again. Okay, what is happening in here? Okay, so I think I know what happened. Let's go. I think we're just rushing through things here. See if I actually go through this. It's taking only one part of it. All right, that's funny, but what we should do is merge those. Let's merge them on their own. Not remesh, just merge, please. All right, mergey. Here we go. Merge this, please. And now we have that. Break that connection. Thank you so much. And view. View that. Looks like this, exactly. And the final node looks like boom, boom, like this. Good. Everything is looking good. One back, right click. Here we go. Right click, save. Where is it? Save. And go to, not this one. All right, save node. Good. Right click. Keep doing that. Keep testing. We rebuilt. Cool. Let's check some stuff out then. So yeah, I haven't looked at it, but it looks like it's working. This is looking cool. We will change some colors later. But yeah, I'm not satisfied by the colors and the textures yet, but we'll get there. It's all work in progress anyway. What I would like to try though is give me the different types of ropes that we created. Cargo net. Check if that works. So we can see that we need to build a different type of system for that to split it. This is too big again, but we'll fix that later. We have rest. Yeah, I need to put that on my bug list though. So let's do that. One bug, which is cargo net proper material. All right, so we need that. Yeah, we're getting a lot of experience putting 8 hours a day into this. Crazy, which is good. Okay, so what am I going to do now? I will continue watching the second video, just so I'm not so behind with things. So basically, originally I come from Syria, so that's quite far away from where I am right now. It's Austria, so I live in Europe. I have worked in so I came to Austria into hey Jordan هلا نحكي عربي we can speak in Arabic too. That's cool that you're from Jordan, my friend. That's really nice. I've been working from 2016. I started with this project. Let me show it to you. Path Out. It's on Steam with the company Casa Creations. It's like a small studio in Vienna. So I'll send you the link of the Steam. I worked on this one, and then I worked on this game last year. iOS Songs. Do you have an iOS or Android? It's called Songs of Travel anyway. So yeah, those are the games that I worked on so far. I haven't worked in a studio before where they do like AAA games, so I've only been in indie studio so far. As for basically my dream job is to work with other Arab game devs such as Rami Ismail or Fawzi Mismar, which I'm pretty sure you know about by this point, because Fawzi is like from Jordan too. But yeah, I hope one day to work with these people. But yeah, if it's not gonna happen, it's fine too. I just want to be a technical artist. I want to be a game dev. Like, I want to know proper complex skills such as Houdini. I want to put the hours. I want to work my, butt off. No problem. Fawzi is one of the early Arab devs. He created the very first Arabic book for game dev. So Fawzi Mismar. The name of the book is Al Khalab في فن صناعة الألعاب or in في فن تصميم الألعاب, something like that. I have the book actually. I'm like monthly, like I talk to Fawzi every now and then. He's pretty cool. Rami Ismail is also a very cool guy who I met in person, who also streamed. He basically started on Twitch, not started, but like he basically streamed his whole game development of the game he created, which is called, I think, Nuclear. Rami Ismail Vlambeer, that's the name of the company. Nuclear, I forgot. Nuclear. I'm pretty sure people here know it. Nuclear, what was it called? Nuclear Throne. I haven't played that game yet, but yeah, he's a Dutch Egyptian. Nice. Where are you now? I didn't pay attention. No, it's don't worry, it's Austria. So like Vienna, Namsa in Arabic. Let's see, Nuclear Throne. So he did this game. Rami Ismail made this game. He streamed the whole process on Twitch. Yeah, he's one of my like heroes, so to speak. Yeah, I really aspire to be like these people one day. But like I'm more into like I'm more drawn to the art side of things. So yeah, like this interests me a lot. But I'm pretty sure at one day I'll like go into game dev as well. Like we'll go there. But first I need to soften my landing with some tech slash art stuff. Yeah.
So this is what it's giving us as our texture. So I think we want to have our...
So basically he's having a problem with the texture on the rope, which is I'm not having. Game art says, would you prefer working in a team? Like ideally I would have the stream bringing in some sponsorships or like financial whatever, like because right now I would really, so because I mentioned I really would like to work with seniors, my alternative to that is I can't, of course, like I can't just pull you know, senior artists aside every Friday and talk to them. This is not possible. They just don't have the time. But what I could do is attend courses and workshops such as this one and hopefully make it an income and, you know, not educate people, but also like bring people aboard, bring them in the games industry or, you know, have an experience with them, learning new things, maybe sharing some tips and things like that. I would really, that thing drives me a lot, so I really like that. Thanks for asking so many questions. Really enjoyable. All right, so I'll just go back to learning. You can keep talking. Yeah, you have like you can keep commenting. We are done anyway in 10 minutes, so show it to you all. I also thought that the rope looks weird, so let's fix that. Let's actually fix it. Let's go into our content. Let's go into our Megascan, no. HDA, also no. Okay, yeah, Megascan and rope. So surface rope, where is it? Red, 3 strand rope. Yeah, right here. And we will put its rotation into 0.25. Also, game art, what about yourself? What have you been working on? Have you ever worked in the games industry? And the same questions to you, of course. Sorry for only talking about myself. All right, so rotation angle, let's go with 0.25. Boom. Now this should put it diagonally. All right, and this is looking cool, but I would like it to go into, you know, like sideways because ropes kind of do that a little bit. Yeah, a little bit 3.5 maybe. Yeah, I like this. Ropes do that, I remember. If you look at a rope texture, they do something like that sometimes. Yeah, all right, this is looking nice. We'll finish up very soon. Let me finish the video and I'll be right back with you. All right, so I'm pretty satisfied with this. I finished the second video now. Things are looking well. Yeah, thank you all for watching. I will see you tomorrow. Nothing is running away. 8-hour stream today. Hell yeah. And tomorrow, even more. All coming. They are so yeah, so we have DoubleJump Academy that we've been watching now for 2 weeks. Thank them for all the support they've given me. And yo, if you want to check their content, they want to check their courses, maybe you want to participate in one of their other courses or participate in that one as well, the link is in the description below. It's an affiliate deal. I can't hide that. So if you purchase things from that link, I'll get a share from it. So, yo, if you do that, please make sure you go through my link. Cool. I will get a share from that. And I'm very happy you all are watching this and growing the Twitch channel. Today, I'm very thankful for the 5 new followers on the Twitch. And yeah, some new people. Game Art 101. My friend from Jordan. Same region where I come from. Hell yeah, cool stuff. Y'all have a good day, and I will stop this right now. Thank y'all for joining, and if you haven't followed yet, please do so. I will see you tomorrow. All right, everyone. Salam. Bye.